Greetings and salutations, gamers. It has been 2 weeks since Endwalker released. We are on patch 6.01, which is the one that releases Pandaemonium, which is the raids, 8-man raids. This is the first here. Asphodelos is, I believe, the name. We had a little teaser at the end of MSQ. We shall do something a little special this time. Normally I jump into this as soon as the servers come up, but we actually waited because we are doing it with my static for Savage. This is the first time we've been together since our E12S stuff, so I'm very excited. In the time since you last saw me, I did some Shared Fate stuff. I'm done Thavnair, obviously. We are listening to the Thavnair music. This is our progress. I have been leveling other things. This is what we're at. I actually really like Reaper, so we're leveling Reaper and White Mage. I thought I was going to do Astrologian, but I don't really like it very much. We'll see. So this is my gear. I have done Zodiark Extreme. I have done Hydaelyn Extreme. I have Tombstone gear. For most, I'm missing a ring from Zodiark, but you know. We're good to go is what I'm getting at. So, the unlock is outside the door here. Outside of the Baldessian Annex. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I do have my game volume a little lower than usual than what I did during the Endwalker stuff. Specifically because... Oh! I'm gonna do something first off, actually. We're gonna hide names again. Keep names cleared. Party members, they can stay. Other players, no. Only when targeted. But they can keep their full names. I just don't want to see them. There we go. We will be in voice later with the static people in Discord. I'm just unlocking my stuff first. But that is why the in-game volume is lower than it was before. But it is fine. So this is... there it is. There's the invite starting. We'll go ahead and start us off. This is the first quest to start the process. The Crystal from Beyond. So let's go. It appears my calculations were correct. I knew that at this very spot I would encounter none other than Carolyn, the hero who saw us through the final days. So certain was I of my math that I stood here for, well, let's not concern ourselves with that. I am Nemgigi, assistant to one Professor Claudian. We work with the Ataioscope to observe the ethereal sea and delve into its myriad mysteries. Some mysteries, though, are beyond even our capabilities to unravel. The strange crystal we but recently discovered, for instance, defies our every conjecture. You've been to the center of the star and far beyond it, however, so we hope that you may see something in this crystal that we academics do not. I beg you lend us your well-traveled eye at Aporia. Professor Claudian will be eagerly awaiting your arrival. There's Kuro. We actually encountered Kuro a few times during MSQ. So I saw a picture in the patch notes of the stuff. Not a lot. Going into this, basically all I know is what we got as the teaser at the end. And what the lobby sort of area looks like the interdimensional rift. Oh, I guess, fair point. The thing that I have done a lot of since since you saw me last is side quests. I've done all the side quests in Thavnair, Garlemald, and Mare Lamentorum, and the first half of Labyrinthos to get things to 81. Anyway, moving on. Greetings, Carolyn, and welcome to my humble laboratory. I'm sure Nemgigi has already told you plenty about us, but allow me to introduce myself personally. I am Claudian, leader of this little research collective. I must admit, I have been nervous about this meeting ever since Nemgigi set out to find you. For a researcher in my field, there is no greater an honor than to meet the first woman in history to traverse the ethereal sea and return to tell the tale. The professor speaks often and at length of your deeds, but he has no small number of achievements to his own name. He has peered deeper into the ethereal sea than any other in Charlian, and the breadth of his knowledge is peerless. Peerless, perhaps, but for a single woman, we must seize this precious opportunity to learn what we can from her, and perhaps crack this conundrum that has stumped the three of us for moons. Huh? It was we who peered into the fathomless sea from the Anti-Tower in the Dravanian hinterlands. There we spoke with Hydaelyn and learned of the fate that would befall this star, the final days. Soon thereafter, all research was moved to Labyrinthos, and through the Etioscope did we continue our vigil. As impressive a work as the device is, however, it can glimpse but a fraction of the sea's infinite depths. Which brings us to the matter at hand. Not long after the Exodus was declared, we recovered an unusual crystal shard during a routine observation. It appeared before us suddenly, as if propelled to the surface by some unknown force. Okay. We found that it possessed an ethereal density that exceeds that of normal crystals by orders of magnitude, and its shape resembles nothing which occurs in the natural world. It was made, not formed. Unfortunately, that was the extent of the information we could glean before we were forced to turn our focus towards the Exodus. The crystal was very nearly forgotten amidst the sudden upheaval. But thanks to the efforts of a certain someone, that crisis is now behind us, and we are free to resume our research. Thus did we decide to seek you out, the dauntless adventurer who delved into the unknown and beheld its innermost secrets. And now we would have you see for yourself. Show me the crystal. I think I know what it looks like from the screenshots in the patch notes. I think it is a de-juiced Jolly Rancher, but we'll see. Here's the crystal in question. If it resembles aught you've encountered before, even by the smallest degree, please say so. Yeah, it is a de-juiced Jolly Rancher. But whose? See. Memory abides within this crystal. As I thought, you do know what this is. Please tell me everything. Whose is it, though? Is there one that we didn't see in Amara? Oh, I'm not gonna remember that. I'm sure they'll tell us. I see, the Ascians use these to transfer their memories to new vessels. Fascinating indeed. It was plain that this crystal was special somehow, but this revelation surpasses even my considerable expectations. Similar artifacts have appeared throughout the ages. Memories of martial techniques manifested as crystalline shards on the battlefield, or storied stones passed from master to student. Hey, soul crystals! Yeah! A comparison between said artifacts and this crystal may prove a fruitful first step in unveiling its true nature. What do you think, Professor? What are you doing? Ascian memories, windows through which we can gaze upon the convocation of 14. Unlike the crystal in Carolyn's story, this one does not bear the mark of the convocation. Who then could these memories belong to? And more importantly, why were they stored in this particular shard? More importantly still, why was it set adrift on the ethereal sea? He's just off on in his own little space. Hello? Professor? Professor? Claudian! Stop talking to yourself! Huh? Yes? I'm well aware that contemplation is the key to breakthrough, but there is propriety to consider. We have a guest, one you invited explicitly. Must we do this every time? I'm gonna turn the fan off because it's tripping my voice activation. 1 second. I think that's off. Okay, moving on. What? Ah, yes, of course, our guest. Terribly sorry, I do so easily find myself unmoored by the tides of rumination. Perhaps a more engaging use of your time with us would be for you to take up that crystal. If indeed there are memories stored within, they may reveal themselves to you upon contact. Let me touch it. Touch the rock. Well, it's been dejuiced. Maybe it's Vana. If anyone message come Pandaemonium, please. Faces, grave threat, star in danger. That's not good. That expression does not bode well. What did you see? Yeah, shit's going down in Pandaemonium. Time to go fight some whatevers. I don't know what it's gonna be now at this point. Pandaemonium. It's not a word I have heard before. If my knowledge of the ancient tongue serves me, it means all demons. Not a name that inspires optimism, all things considered. Indeed. Well, let me just stick that Jolly Rancher in my pocket. In the event that another star-shattering cataclysm is in fact bearing down upon us, I would have the aforementioned examples of crystallized memory to hand. Nemgigi, Rusano, I entrust their procurement to you. If there are more memories to be extracted from this crystal, we will find them. Oh no, I put it back in the box. Okay. As for you, Carolyn, there's a person I would have you seek, the one who has delivered so dire a warning. Your story tells us that this crystal could very well have been made by one of the ancients. If that is the case, then discerning the nature of this pandemonium would require a trip far into the past, to an era before the Sundering. I know of only one individual capable of such a feat, the very hero who traversed time to prevent the world's doom. God damn it, does everybody know about this now? I must confess, the tales people tell of your adventures beggar belief, and their veracity has been a subject of much debate among my peers. After today's meeting, however, there can be no doubt in my mind that every incredible exploit is fact. So I ask you now, return to the past. Find out what and where Pandaemonium is, and if we need be concerned by this message. You got it. Thank you. For the time being, you should keep the crystal in your possession. Oh, okay, I will put the Jolly Rancher in my pocket. I do not think you have seen the last of its memories, and more may be drawn out as you approach their source. Safe travels, and may we meet again soon to share our findings. I gotta go to the Crystarium first? Okay. I mean, fair. They gotta explain how this portal works. I thought this was a one-time deal. But, like, they have to reuse the map for the next 2 years, right? So... I await with bated breath their explanation for how we're getting back now that Elidibus has, like, used up all his juice to get us there the first time. Granted, he didn't necessarily say that it was a temporary portal, but he didn't say that it was permanent either. So, like... Let me in. Yes, I would like to go to the ocular. Destination. Ignore my hair clipping through the axe. Things I have to deal with. Very interested in whose this could be. If receives this message. It could be a permanent link. He just didn't specify that it was permanent. So, I don't know. But I guess that's probably what's happening here. Come Pandaemonium quickly. I guess it must just be a permanent connection. Like how you can hop back and forth. How do you choose which destination you're going to? You're trying to go to Mordona and it pops you out like 10,000 years in the past. Like, whoopsie! Freaking knocked out. Am I gonna be like full size when I get here? Or do I have to deal with being small again? Wow. Did it just drop me out of the sky? I'm not changing my outfit again. Where is this? I don't know. It's just regular Elpis. I don't know where exactly this is, but I'm glad it worked. Erg. Oh no, I'm sorry. Did I land on you? Oh, hi. How you doing? I know you're a Elidibus. What's up, bruh? Could it be? Hey, what's up? Hi. No, of course not. Apologies, but for the briefest moment, I thought you to be a dear friend of mine. I realize now that such a notion is preposterous. Freaking landed on him! I guess I maintained my juice coming through the portal. She told me a falling star would appear before me, and I suppose you must be it. Truth be told, I did not expect the expression to be so literal. Uh-huh. Because see, Elidibus said that he saw us in Elpis, but he didn't actually show up in the Elpis section of MSQ. That's how I'm confident, aside from the white robes. Themis! No, that's illegal, unless you become Elidibus later. I don't believe it. I'm not gonna believe it. I'm calling it. Maybe you were the previous Elidibus? I don't know. I see the white robes, I'm thinking Elidibus. We'll see. I don't know where this plot's going yet, but I'm holding fast to my theory. Apologies for not introducing myself properly. My name is Themis. As you can see by my bare face, I am not one of Elpis's observers. Rather, I am come here on an assignment, which has been more or less routine up until this very moment. He doesn't have a red mask, so he's not in the convocation. So this might be the person who becomes Elidibus later. Because there was a whole thing where the Elidibus that we know and the one that like we killed in MSQ, there was a whole thing about he was like the youngest person appointed to the convocation like ever and stuff like that. So like, I don't know. I'm not gonna think too hard. I need to get back into my just coast with it mindset. Yeah, the white robe is super special. They're like advisors and like trusted people. So like, he's a special boy. Let's see. Rather have come in more or less routine up until this very moment. You certainly do know how to make an entrance. I must wonder what brought you here, for it is plain that you do not belong here, or any place I know, for that matter. Is this your Jolly Rancher? Ooh, do I want to name drop? Well, if he was part of the convocation, he'd be wearing the he'd have the red mask, right? Unless he's intentionally trying to hide that he's Elidibus, but... I kind of want to name drop a Zem immediately and be like, hey, yeah, I'm a Zem's familiar. And he's gonna be like, bullshit. It appears my initial impression was not so preposterous after all. I did not know my friend had such a unique familiar at her disposal. Yeah. If you are here at Azem's behest, then I believe I can hazard a guess as to your purpose. You are here to investigate Pandaemonium, yes? Yes, I am indeed. If so, we may be able to help one another. But first, might I trouble you to explain how you came to collide with my skull? You know, I dropped out of a portal and the exit point was not as well defined as last time I came here. You know. I see. I believe that dispels any major doubts I had concerning your intentions. Apologies for being so intrusive, but you must understand this is an uncommon occurrence. You don't have people teleporting very often? I shall pry no further, for I am well aware that we all have secrets we must keep. However, if I may, I would very much like to take a look at this crystal of yours. Please, go ahead, observe, my jolly rancher. Ponder. It is not an orb, but you may ponder it. Here you go. It's the right color. Just fish it out of my pocket. Ignore the lint on it. Fascinating. While I cannot say much as to what it contains, it is clear that there are memories stirring within. It's the same color as his eyes, and it's also the same color as Heidelin's crystals. Like Vana's whole thing. So I'm wondering, it's either like him in the future, and they like plant it in... So it's either like him or Vana, but probably him makes this crystal and plants it in the thing, and it like time loop weird stuff, you know? Something like that. Calling it now. Calling the end now. I don't know what the fights are going to be like or anything, but this crystal is definitely like his or Vana's. Or my own. But I think, who knows? Moving on. Memories that speak of something gravely amiss in Pandaemonium. We have more, yeah, we have like 3 time loops happening in this game already. We have Alexander's, and then the Elpis loop, and then this. Anyway, the facility extends beneath Elpis, and is overseen by the words of La Habrea. Ah, there it is! I was wondering when he was coming into this. It houses those creations that are highly valued as research subjects, and highly dangerous to the star. Naturally, it is strictly guarded and under constant surveillance. So Pandaemonium is basically the opposite of Elpis. Opposite yet equal, anyway. Several days ago, however, an unnatural shift in the flow of its surrounding ether was detected. Soon thereafter, all communications from Pandaemonium ceased. Oh, well, that's not good. Also, this means literally anything could be a boss, potentially, as of right now, and I am intrigued. Moving on. I'm here as a representative of an organization that works directly with the Convocation, and have been tasked with investigating this incident. Huh? What organization? Give me your lore, tell me the secrets. I want to know. Now that there is some measure of transparency between us, might I offer a suggestion as to what we should do next? Should we throw ourselves off this island and go check out the Pandaemonium lobby that I already know looks super sweet? Let's go. What do I want? Crit. Always crit. Always crit. It's crit 9. It's not, it doesn't matter. But I'll take the crit anyway. During the course of your investigation, you may discover valuable artifacts. These can be exchanged for equipment by speaking with my... Okay. It's just your standard, like, you will get stuff you can change for gear. Yeah, this is the first official Pandaemonium quest, where familiars dare. Now then, my proposal is a simple one. Let us journey to Pandaemonium together. Our destination is the same, and I suspect the arrangement would work to our mutual benefit. I don't know who he is, but he's a good boy, for now, until he turns evil. We'll see. I still think he's Elidibus, or has some direct connection to Elidibus, but we'll see. Besides, I should have no trouble gaining us both access. I do hope you agree. I would be loath to part ways from the falling star I had been waiting so long for. Originally, I had planned to conduct my investigation with the friend I mentioned earlier. She had also noticed the anomaly near Pandaemonium, so it only seemed natural that we should investigate it together. However, she eventually decided that it would be unwise for us both to go. If 2 members of our organization were seen poking our heads about restricted facilities, it could raise questions, you see. Is this giving me lore about myself? Okay, so either you're talking about Vana, or you're talking about me, like Azem. Me. Whoever I was before I was Azem, perhaps. Because there was an organization, there was the organization that Vana leads that, like, worked together to create Heidelin. And I mean, this guy's got a white robe like she does, so... Who knows? I don't know if he's talking about Azem or Vana, but we'll see. Anyway. Decided to go alone, but she left me with these words. Fear not, for in my absence a star shall fall before you. While I could not comprehend her meaning at the time, I believe now I understand. She does have a way of being right about these things. This is the way we can tell. Storm, if you're still here, were these he, him pronouns for you? That is how we can tell if they're talking about Azem or Vana. Anyway, just in case you're not here, I'm going to continue. I don't know if I read this or not. It's been 2 seconds. Still a she in this instance. Okay, so he's talking about Vana then, probably. I bet. If he was still using she, her, then it's probably Vana he's talking about, I would say. Because she would know that I would, like, come back or whatever, and that crystal is her color. Anyway. Well, I could not comprehend the meaning of time. She does have a way of being right about these things. Even so, her hints of what to come are generally more cryptic. I suppose I should have kept my gaze to the heavens. Suffice it to say that I am grateful for your presence, either way. As for the matter at hand, we must first gain permission from the words of La Habrea for entry into Pandaemonium. There ought to be a speaker waiting at Anagnorisis. Back to reading incomprehensible Greek. Okay, let's go. It is quite comprehensible, I'm just bad. I have not done Elpis quests yet, so I'm sorry for the huge blob of text bubble blobs on this map. It'll be gone soon. I just recently had a character hit the appropriate level range, or a class at the appropriate level range. Hello. Nope, that's Torjiro. There you are. I sent a request for permission before setting forth to Elpis. With luck, we shall not be waiting long. Hi. I'm so confident that this guy's Elidibus. Unless Elidibus shows up in Pandaemonium, this guy's Elidibus in my head. Like, you're gonna have to actively show me that he is not, otherwise he is. He is until he isn't, basically. What a fascinating etheric signature. Ahem. In accordance with the Convocation's request, the two of you have been granted leave to observe Pandaemonium. I shall register your ether for the records. From this point on, you may freely come and go from Pandaemonium as you please. Now that was a painless process. I take this as a sign we were meant to conduct our investigations together. Indeed. Of course, while you have been permitted entry into the facility, the specimens housed inside must be handled with the utmost care. You are to heed the warder's instructions at all times. The wood warders? No, I know, it's something new. Those who conduct their work within Pandaemonium are called warders, for their role with respect to the creatures within. Generally, creations that pose a threat to the safety of the star must be undone. However, the words of La Habrea has deemed certain such creations as worthy of further study, interring them within the facility. Those who spend their days in Pandaemonium are not merely researchers. They must work tirelessly to ensure that none of their subjects slip their shackles. For all intents and purposes, the place is a dungeon. Perhaps such a comparison arouses frightful imagery, but Pandaemonium is a frightful place. Well, the lobby's pretty, though. Yeah, I'm so, like, literally I saw this dude step out at the end of MSQ and I was like, that's Baby Elidibus. Like, 100%. Like, they're gonna have to take Baby Elidibus theory from my cold, dead hands. Anyway, I know not the purpose of your investigation, but if you discover aught that merits a report, pray do so with utmost haste. Master La Habrea shall guide us upon the proper course of action from there. Yeah, that's a good expression. Then I take it that means you have detected nothing amiss as of late? The warders have reported nothing that would cause alarm. Minor fluctuations in ether have been observed, but surely Master La Habrea would have acted if there were anything to worry about. I see. It appears La Habrea is kept well abreast of the goings-on here, then. I hope I'm not overstepping my boundaries by asking, but you seem to be quite familiar with Master La Habrea. Do you know him? Please give me a dialogue option. Oh, the stories I could tell you! You are no mere familiar, are you? Master La Habrea is not known for being generous with his time. That one would have stories of his company, almost beggars belief. Regardless, while I doubt I need to tell you this, he is of the Convocation. Take care that your actions do not hinder his work. Don't worry, I won't mess with him making ponies. Please give me Igeorm lore while we're down here, and I will deal with La Habrea's existence. And with that, we are free to make our way to Pandaemonium. The naos that will take us there is on the eastern bank of Leith. Let us delay no further. Is it the one that, like, Hades went out of... Sorry, freaking Emmett Selk went out of his way to say, why doesn't this... Like, why is this all busted up? It looks like it hasn't been used in forever. I think it is! That's so cool! It looks like the position's right. When you were chasing Meteon around, there was a busted teleporter with an optional dialogue box, and if you interacted with it, Emmett was like, why is this here? It doesn't look like it's been used in forever. The location looks right. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the overgrown one, right? Let me check. Yeah, it is the overgrown one. That's so cool! Okay, anyway. I had to contain my surprise for the sake of appearances, but is it true that you two have met La Habrea in the flesh? Too? You have as well? I contain my surprise for the sake of appearances. I'm not going to repeat it again. I find you more fascinating by the moment. Still, I shall refrain from asking too many questions. Secrets will make our journey all the more intriguing. We shall come to know each other in time, I wager, or else why would fate have orchestrated our meeting? In any case, let us be off. Truth be told, this will be my first time beholding the fabled Pandaemonium with my own eyes. Here's to a new adventure, eh? Yeah! I can't wait for... If he is Elidibus, this is gonna make looking back at Shadowbringers way more sad, and I'm very excited for that. Look at how cool this looks! I know what this looks like already. They showed us in one of the live letters. I love it. It's so weird. Freaking Kingdom Hearts looking bastard of a place. It's great. It is much as I feared. The speaker seemed in such high spirits that for a moment I thought the ethereal irregularity not nearly so grave a portent as I had imagined. Alas, 'twas a fleeting and vain hope. To gaze upon this complex network of chains and wards, the untrained eye might not sense anything awry. No effort has been spared in making this place impenetrable. Snursons. Sneeple. There's Sneeple. Look at how freaking cool this is, though. Put him in the baby cage. This is so neat. Even the finest of masterworks is not without its flaws, however. Someone or something is tampering with the protections. It is working from within, eroding them from the inside out. Exciting. Fear not, there is no immediate danger. I reinforced what protections I could the moment we arrived. This will not put an end to whatever is occurring, but it shall at least serve to slow its progress. One small victory, though the road ahead of us is yet long. Yes, powerful forces are at work here. Bats. Silence in the air speaks volumes. While I did not expect a bustling facility, I see not a single warder. Our first course of action should be to seek one out, wherever they may be. I'm gonna go save them from a monster. However, there is something you must know. Okay. The magic I wove upon entering requires my constant awareness. That is to say, if we are forced to fight... I'm sorry, I know I turned the music down, but like I can hear it in the background as I'm reading, and like it's bopping a little bit. Anyway, if we are forced to fight, I cannot risk joining you in battle. Should I lose focus, Pandaemonium's protections will rapidly crumble before the force assailing them. So you can't leave here either, huh? Were there another way, I would gladly choose it, but let us at least be grateful that neither of us is here alone, trapped in hopeless circumstances. If we should fail to find a peaceable solution, then I hope I can rely on your strength to see us through. Yeah, sure, I got you. A request that comes as... Of course. You have my promise. Pinky swear. Thank you for offering your help so willingly. If weapons are drawn, I hope to be able to lend at least a touch of magical support. don't overdo it. Creation magics do have their uses in that regard. I had it in mind to use your ether as basis for illusory allies that will fight at your side. Is this your justification for why it's... Okay, perhaps 7 shall do. Not exactly an army, but by the looks of you, a formidable band nonetheless. You're just gonna create 7 copies of myself, but they're all slightly wrong, so you end up with, like, cat girls and stuff instead. Good excuse. I'll take it. Then so shall it be. Now what, I wonder, awaits us in Pandemonium's pitiless halls? Could be literally anything. Perhaps you could give me some more Final Fantasy X content, and we could have some Aeons. Asphodelos, the first circle, now accessible. I have no idea in the slightest what this is going to be. Zero clue. The discovery of a crystal born from the far reaches of Pandaemonium into which you now descend. Cool! Zero clue! They're not even like, oh, here's the enemy. It's just, let's just freaking go. Okay, now we're gonna go join Discord.
Ruben server is a real shame they died like that.
Yeah.
Hello! I love how they give us absolutely zero hint what we're about to walk into.
I love it.
Yeah. I
Baby
still
cages.
think, okay, Pandemonium is the perfect place for them to keep Metron's lions.
I don't want to do Eden again. If it's Eden again, I'm leaving.
He proposed a
Look,
concept for some fire-breathing lions, and we're gonna fight them.
There are 3 circumstances in which I leave, and that's one of them.
Okay.
But Gaia was Lookgriff.
Spooky. Is this the
He
arena?
sounds like her hubby, dude.
This is the arena.
I'm
Just-
just
Oh.
loading screens.
This is-
Those are the baby cages.
Nice circle.
Wow.
I'm ready
Oh,
for
who this?
Who dat boy?
Where are the lions?
He's about to.
Ugh,
Oh,
I'll
I have
save them.
no
I
voice.
must.
That's
but-
not a lion.
Give up my
Oops. Oops, the heck
What?
are you? This appears to be
Oh,
one of the
who
warders
the
we seek, but I'm
fuck- what
afraid
are
he is
you
in no
doing?
state to answer
What?
questions.
Why
Perhaps
are
you
you
can bring
doing it?
him... I didn't see what
Oh,
it
I
said.
know.
We've taken
read
like
faster.
3 steps in here.
I just got here. Ooh, I like his chain.
Bring
There's the death wall.
Hey, thanks for the
Oh.
invite to the party. Die!
Oh, I see.
Manifesting some nerds.
It's illusions.
Alright, if this isn't 7 other bees.
Ooh, okay,
No.
that was cool. I really like that.
Warder-
animation.
This
That
fight
was-
Yeah, there's no way I'm saying that name. Eric. It's Eric.
It's Eric.
It's Eric.
Eric.
Beat
So
up Eric
annoying.
for his lunch money.
How big
Ooh, this music
Eric.
though.
I bet Eric is
Ow.
friends with Bruce Justice and Chris Chaser.
What in the Dark Souls?
Alright, you all get an A.
Ollie, who's pulling?
Oh,
You're a warrior.
Random off.
Wait,
Ollie's ready.
hold on a sec. Where's my?
Damn.
Eric.
Music.
Don't
Eric
have
Thania?
actual raid food. Hang on, do I have
what
anything?
kind of countdown do y'all
I'm
want?
not eating food for this
What
shit. Are you kidding me?
Wait, what happened to my-
raid with 8 people who can play the game?
How does 15
I have
sound?
coconut cod chowder.
Would be fine.
15 sounds
I'm not gonna be.
Listen to
outdone
that
by there
music in the back.
I think I'm the only one who needs a 15.
Eric the Onion.
Nibbles?
Astro
I don't
one.
know what.
I need like a 2.
Yeah, I don't have anything pre-pull.
Alright, I have to do my whack
I must save them, but first...
The music is so calm. What the
It
fuck?
really is. I'm
There's
lagging.
Flail.
I did the
You
thing
see it?
again.
It's fine, I'm still here.
Spin into the
Let's go
left.
this
I think
side.
we need to go to the right.
Things will catch
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Oh.
We're so smart.
Jailer's flail.
And now the left.
Fail to the right. Cha-cha now.
That's
Freaking
a
Eric.
big animation.
It's very pretty.
It is.
What's with the opera?
This sounds like a raid wide.
Ow!
It is a raid wide.
Actually,
Ah!
Unironically,
Fine.
You will go no further.
That is.
That is long.
ow.
knockback.
Into staff.
Still.
Yeah, it's just holy.
That did like no damage.
Drag them unto the depths,
He's
O
flaying.
chains.
Slightly crooked.
Flailing around. Okay.
Something
Good way
different.
through. All he's done is flail. Heavy. That's not interesting.
Okay.
No damage for you.
Wait for like
I was waiting for it and nothing happened.
Be assailed by ice
Normal
and
mode, floor
flame.
1.
Overwhelming.
overwhelmed by the power
Is this Baja mechanics?
Wait.
General,
Wait, what?
I don't know
Temperament
here.
torment. I am
overwhelmed by
blue.
the power.
Oh, I have a
color here.
blue.
I'm matching colors. You do not match colors. You do not match colors.
You do not match
Okay,
colors,
quick.
you guys.
Alright.
Baja mechanics, baby!
King General.
I kept going.
Just walk through this? Okay, you can walk
Okay.
through.
Okay, so you switch every
You
time.
can't stand on it.
Oh, this is still
goes
orange. Alright.
Yeah. It goes from bottom to top.
Okay.
Orders. Baja mechanics,
I'm
baby!
just gonna wait for this to go off before I do it.
Hell yeah!
There.
Cowardice.
Saw temperature and I was like, yeah, let's go.
Heavy.
Bar dots.
What's
No
that?
damage.
Dots?
More
Oh yeah,
dots,
dots.
please.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot to yell at
dots.
fly, but dots. Dots.
Shining cells.
Hey, look.
I was hoping you'd remember.
Something's happening here.
Going to jail.
Oh god.
What?
Ooh.
Colors again.
More colors.
Sakiomi, is that you? Their chain. I don't know how I feel about this.
Chain looks blue. Hey!
Said it hit. Now it's red.
Oh, I see. Hey,
I
we're
couldn't tell if it was green or white.
Here, Meka, have rekindle.
Yay.
Yeah.
But what about my rekindle?
Aether flare.
That's a white color. I don't know about this.
He's flailing to the left.
Is he? Oh yeah, he is. I see it.
Ow.
Okay, so the white is actually the blue.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he's flailing. I see.
Nice and slow. Easy does it.
Slow flare.
Ow.
The weather is pandemonium.
Love it.
Oh, it's not me this time.
It's me. I'm getting knocked down.
Actually, it's Ifrit.
Apparently that gets mitigated by shield. Good to know.
We're back in Heaven's Sword, baby. Let's go.
Nothing changed.
Oh, that's the blue one. And I'll go.
It's such a cool animation.
This is actually really well animated. Holy moly.
Yeah.
I expected only the
I love
shittiest
lagging
of
so much that my
Only I
combo
expected
breaks.
grapes.
Slam
Slam
shut?
Shut.
Why do I feel like my damage buff was a mistake?
Okay.
Oh, it's just the arena swapping.
Other than
Okay.
prison players. Inventory. Yay. Alright, now this is...
I feel an overwhelming heat.
We so on fire. We so on fire. Feeling on fire.
Cold.
Like,
Fire.
stay here.
Hot. Cold.
How's the fizz range life, Raja?
Like,
Oh, we
this
wanna
isn't
get
too
used
bad.
It's ranged. That's for sure.
It's nice and, like, slow and steady.
Oh no.
A nice introduction. I'm liking this.
Damage, I think, right? Oh, thanks for the bounce.
Yeah, I didn't have anyone else to give it to.
Look at me, the three guys.
He said you right.
I'm standing right here.
Not you.
I am standing right
No, you're standing over there.
I like how this buster does, like, 0 damage to me. But I'm sure it's gonna just
God,
destroy
keep
my
that
entire
over.
soul in,
I
Savage.
feel like there should be more coming up. It feels like a double boss. But it probably isn't because
No, I
It's
think
normal,
they have
it's
just
first
seen
floor.
everything.
First
I think
floor.
we've seen
yeah,
the
but
thing
it
for
just
first
feels
floor.
too easy.
Feel it. Okay, he's going on fire.
Fire. Fire to the right.
And me, I'm just doing fizz range things out in Narnia.
Isn't it
You
great?
mean like dropping your dots?
Yeah, nice dots.
Isn't it so freeing to not have to be in melee range? Or have pastime?
Okay, knock practice. Yes, you can.
I'll addle this.
I'm gonna throw it on you just in case.
You know what this feels like? This feels like O10.
It's so freeing to be able to drop dots whenever I want
Where,
to.
like, it doesn't seem particularly hard, but, like, it's...
There's probably going to be like
People are gonna
what do
die
you call
to
it?
it, and it's gonna
like
crunch
spread
my
and stack
soul.
markers here too.
Probably.
I can see it.
That'll make it more interesting, I think.
I'll be as ready.
That sounds like a J job.
It's your job, Jay.
Oh.
You want to play Reaper or not?
They want to play Reaper.
Hey, so like, you want to swap or?
No
He
clue.
did that for an entire tier.
I did that for an entire tier.
The idea
Yeah.
for
I mean, I
for Savage
did it for an
would be
entire
cool.
tier on Dragoon.
Pretty simple.
Laughs.
That was pretty straightforward, honestly.
Yeah.
Laughs and
There
I
you
can see
go.
it being really fun.
Bonk. He has a red
I
mask on the
like
top of his head.
It's interesting.
Like
I
you
can see
maybe,
him turning for the spinning shackles.
Yeah.
Turning it like an angle in that.
Ooh, what if we also had like the clones that Cloud of Darkness did?
No,
Ooh.
please no.
But also on like
Jump on it, Thor.
Oh, I would fucking quit.
What do I need?
Jump
Alright,
on it, bitch. I'm going for legs.
don't like
Oh,
the secret on boots.
I rolled a 38 on that top.
I guess I go for.
I'm passing on everything but shirt.
All I want are gloves and shoes.
So it's a fight to the death you want.
Yes.
So with death, we've chosen.
I mean, I'm running in here until I get my shirt this week, so.
I guess if there's a lot of people going for legs, I can go for the boots. Who's going for boots?
Me.
Damn.
Should probably double up.
I mean, we can do these
well,
multiple times.
Floor 2 has
Yeah.
2 boots.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'm also doing boots.
Damn it!
Just take a screenshot
Always do.
without us.
It's just me. I take pictures with
You-
all of them.
Got rid of us?
You killed us, Meka.
How dare you?
Yeah, wow.
Low is that?
Ugh.
The rings are traded in for all accessories, right? It's not just rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to have her friends there?
Takes longer to
Mecca's like,
pose
I-
8 people.
Nah, it's.
And yet you have the dead NPC behind you.
I won with a 20.
I'm
Oh,
going.
I got
oh,
shoes.
yeah, I'm gonna fix my accessories this week. I'll do.
I can't
legs
believe I
next week.
lost the shirt.
Oh, boy.
Hey, so like taking 4 hours to do normals, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that
Fix
one
it.
was pretty easy. Also, I'm gonna deafen.
What did I get?
Yeah, same.
Hey.
Head? I got a head piece, so. Hey. Let us continue. This boy dead. That was a thrilling display, and if I may be so vaunting, the warriors I spun from your ether fought even more splendidly than I had anticipated. I suppose they were cut from excellent cloth, after all. We should wait until this man regains his senses. He wears the robe of a warder, and I'd be very curious to know what drove him to attack us, sight unseen. I'm amazed he's not dead. Ayo, Eric! Wake up! Carolyn, he stirs. What's up? Tell me your woes, good sir. Whomst. What came over me? It's coming back to me. My mind was filled with a storm of desperation, anger. I leapt at you, though I knew not of your intentions. Pray accept my apologies, and my thanks. Had you not knocked some sense back into me, I may have fallen upon someone less capable of defending themselves. Yeah, no worries, I got it. That's fine. I am Eric. Eric Thonios, a warder of Asphodelos, Pandemonium's highest lair, and the place we're in now. One must wonder why you are so desperate to keep us out. What is happening in Pandemonium? The creations interred within Asphodelos have been set free, and stalk its halls to no end but violence. Well, that's not good. That is not good, to say the least. Has this ever happened before? Well, I should hope not. No, never! Each level of Pandemonium is under the charge of a key ward, who keeps strict control over the most minute aspects of their domain. They're selected with great care, and their loyalty to Master La Habrea is absolute. Yet something has gone terribly wrong. Try as we might to hold the line, the chaos within is overwhelming. I hardly realized that I had become separated from my colleagues. I remember a chorus of whispers assailing my senses, and afterwards only flashes of rage and fury, and blackness, from which I awoke to find that whatever had overcome me was gone. I see. Your senses may have been muddled by magics that affect the mind, perhaps the self-same ones that saw you separated from the other warders. What if it's a mind flayer? What if one of the bosses is a cracked-out mind flayer? They exist in this game. They're in Gelmora. Okay, anyway, moving on. Whatever has taken hold of me, thank you for releasing me from its clutches. That you've come here from the surface must mean some word of our plight has reached the outside world. If you know anything that may help, pray tell. I got nothing, man. Sorry. I am here. I may help. Point me at what you need killed. Feel like a Stinian. Horror among horrors. So Pandemonium's protections are indeed being dismantled from within. By the same individual or individuals that released its captives and set them upon you, no doubt. Such knowledge avails us little, however, if we cannot ascertain their identity. Themis, was it? You said you worked for an organization under the auspices of the Convocation. Were they to receive word of what has transpired here, what measures would they take? Doubtless they would consider this place to be a lost cause. Pandemonium's ties to the outside world would be severed, or perhaps it would be wiped from existence entirely. We're just gonna keep this our little secret then, huh? As I thought, were the creatures to escape into the outside world, there would be untold carnage. The words of La Habrea would never risk that, despite what value the research subjects may hold. All the more reason to work with haste. If we can't expect further help, then it falls upon me to save the others. I'll not leave them behind. Okay. You would go alone? I won't leave the other warders to face certain doom. I know they fight for survival even now. They wouldn't abandon their duty. They would see the creatures return to their cells at all costs. And so I must do the same. Themis, I know the request I'm about to make of you is a monumental one, but please, say not a word of this to the Convocation until I've been given a chance to set things right. I mean, you're asking him to shut up for 2 whole years, buddy. Anyway. Forgive my rudeness, Erthonios, but my decision cannot be swayed by emotion. You would only be consigning yourself to an early death. Strength of resolve alone cannot win in the face of overwhelming odds. That being said, our investigation has only just begun, and we would be remiss to turn back ere we have made an exhaustive survey. So, for the time being, there is slightly more than resolve to rely upon. Yeah, I'm here, and ready to beat things up. Let's go. Do you mind if I kill your test subjects? Observation subjects? Specimens. I don't know what word you're using. Creatures. Anyway, I knew you would be all too eager to join us. Each moment since you fell from the skies has been more interesting than the last. More and more you remind me of my dear friend, which goes some way towards encouraging me that this matter will yet reach a satisfactory conclusion. This guy has no idea what's going on. So you agree to help? For the moment, our goals align. The protective magics of Pandaemonium yet hold, so for the moment, time is in our favor. Let us proceed upon the course you and Carolyn have set us upon. Yeah, let's go. Emis and Carolyn, yes? Thank you. The warders owe you a great debt already. Yeah, point me at the next thing. Let's go! Round 2, baby! Shall be glad to have someone familiar with Pandaemonium's halls by our side. A party of 3 is ever so much more entertaining than a pair of 2. Now, let us turn our attention to rescuing your colleagues. Perhaps it would be wise to approach the gates, in case any have followed you out. Crit. Crit, 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 crit. Wow, we really just freaking zipped through this whole thing, huh? Are these not... They really freaking bamboozled us, huh? You can just walk through these? Wow. I thought each level of this would open up with each tier, but no, we're really just going. Wow, okay. Damn. Maybe the arena for Eric is long later. Anyway. It seems our investigation will be quite the ordeal after all. Still, I find it hard to believe that La Habrea knows not of what has transpired here. Whoever the mastermind of this crisis is, they do not lack for power and cunning. Under the surface... Not a sound can be heard from within, which means neither creature nor warder has made it this far. We should begin forming a plan to save them at once. Forgive me if I misunderstand, but do you mean to rescue the warders and creations both? Naturally. Although they may be dangerous, they're valuable research subjects. I wouldn't see our labor, our untold hours of study, go to waste. I dare say La Habrea would smile to hear you say such a thing. That is, if we had cause to report this incident to him. Smile. I'm not sure his face is capable of such warmth. You know? Ah, so you have met him before? I was under the impression he rarely visited Pandaemonium. I have, yes. My mentor was the previous head of this facility, that is to say, La Habrea's predecessor in the position of Chief Keyward. Her name was Athena, and she was a researcher with the words. 'Twas she who appointed me to this position, in fact. I see. So I didn't... Hold on, let me parse what they're saying here. So the La Habrea that is currently, at this point in time for them, in the seat of La Habrea, is the La Habrea that we know, right? And he is talking about the person who, the guy who is currently in La Habrea was the keyword here, but before he was the keyword, there was a lady named Athena. So it was Athena, the guy that is now La Habrea, and now Eric, I think is what they're trying to say. Moving on. I did not know there was a chief keyword before La Habrea. Your motivation to save your research subjects is not entirely driven by duty to the words, then. You wish also to preserve the work of your mentor. You've the right of it. I'm lacking in ideas of how to go about that, however. I'm a mere warder and cannot wield interment magics? Okay. Ah, but of course I can hardly expect you to be versed in the magics we use here. If you recall, during our battle earlier, I bound you in ethereal shackles. Interment is a more refined and powerful magic based upon the same principles. While both are used to keep our subjects docile, only the keyword of each tier is permitted to use interment. Even if I were allowed, I lack the aptitude to use the spell to any notable effect. Fascinating. I have some knowledge of these forms of spellcraft, actually. La Habrea himself established their foundation, if I recall. While shackles are meant to bind an object in place for a short time, interment freezes the very space around it for as long as the caster wills. Wait, so like Alexander? So like what Perfect Alexander does when he enrages and he just traps you in that like chain temporal prison? Indeed, while the illusory beings you summoned in our fight suggested as much, I see your knowledge of magic is vast. Perhaps you've already mastered the art of interment, and I've been lecturing you like a child all this time. I'm afraid my knowledge ends there. I have not the precise understanding of how the invocations interact with natural laws that would be needed to cast said spells with any consistency. While I consider myself well versed in various magics, I would be ill-advised to assume the duties of keyword without instruction. That being said, if I were to learn more of interment and its inner workings, perhaps... Well, yeah, you do have a warder standing in front of you. Well, the solution is obvious when you put it like that. Erchthonios, you implied that what prevented you from performing interment was lack of magical capacity. What if I supplemented your power with my own? Would the spell succeed then? I can't say for certain. I've never heard of such a thing being done. I believe it may be our best recourse. That is, of course, assuming you can perform the initial rites and incantations flawlessly. Even the smallest misstep, and we would have to start over. You needn't worry about that. I've seen the spells cast so many times that their motions have been burned into my memory. I won't disappoint. Very well, let us work out the specifics afterwards. Once we do, we can test out our methods on one of the escaped creatures, though I suppose there is the matter of finding one. It would be foolish to rush in blindly, lest we find ourselves surrounded with naught but an untested stratagem at our disposal. Nay, I would prefer to engage a single creature that Carolyn could dispatch on her own if the spell were to go awry. I agree, and I may have an idea in that regard. I recall seeing the hippocampus wandering the waterways during my fight. Perhaps it's still there. It's a hippocampus? I love hippocampi! Let's go! Cool! Few of the subjects housed within Asphodelos are fond of water, and I believe we'll be able to engage the beast without fear of unwanted guests. And that shall be our first target, or perhaps subject is a better term. Before we commence with the interment magics, the creature should be weakened to a sufficient degree. I believe I can trust you with that task. Yeah, I'll go beat up a hippocampus. Let's go. As dependable as ever. Once you have given it a thorough trouncing, we shall bind this hippocampus with the keyword's magic. Until then, my illusions shall fight by your side. The hippocampus will be alone, but it's a daunting opponent nonetheless. Its magic warps the environment around it, and it will be at home amidst the waterways. Steel yourself for a fight. Underwater combat? No. Okay. Quest accepted. Asphodelos. Second circle, now accessible. Time to unmute Discord.
He does something else?
Asphodelos. Second circle.
Bro,
Like more guilty.
did you play any DNFD?
I did not actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't really get a chance to. I watched a good amount of it though.
I was gonna ask you who's gonna be the matcher.
I don't even see
Like,
waterways
who can you
in
match on
here.
and still be effective? Striker. It's definitely Striker.
Yeah.
I'm turning up the
Well, she
volume.
still has to get it. It's like
Hitman looked like a hell of a masher from what I was watching.
I am in fact turning up the volume because I want to be able
Push a
to hear.
direction and hope for the best.
A lot of what he does is unsafe though.
That's the best kind of mashing. What do you mean?
Well, no, because it's about like you're going to push the buttons and people are just gonna be like, how do I get in against this? Lancer has a bunch of dead zones, doesn't he? What I heard. Because if he just if that whole spear is all hitbox, then I feel like Lancer is gonna be the Ash character.
I only watched a couple people play in Max and Sajam. but both of them were saying like the wheel was going to be the brain dead move from what's her name,
I
Inquisitor.
watched that amount. So Crusader is the one that's actually going to be busted because his Jesus reflector into Jesus reflector
what?
into like infinite armor is really stupid because it's 2 hits of armor.
I love
And very
Jesus Reflector.
Yeah, Jesus reflector.
There's no
No
context.
context for this, and she was just like, no.
I have.
Look, there's 2 layers deep to this irony, Raja.
What?
First, you have to know what an Aegis reflector is. Then you have to know what a Crusader is.
You don't have to know what either of those things are. You just need to know it's called a Jesus Reflector.
I like that this guy has a
I
belt.
don't know what it's actually called, but I know what it is getting called.
I think it's something stupid like Divine Wall.
Barn Wall. But yeah, that shit into armor, you can just do whatever the fuck you want in like 10 seconds. So it's like the wheel is really stupid. Ollie, why are you a saint?
Why not?
There's a fate that spawned here, and I want it.
This part of the music
Visions of Savage Past.
sounds like
Oh, it's called Deflection Wall, my bad.
something.
It's Jesus reflector.
I can't place it.
Okay.
What it does, it's what its purpose in life is. Jesus. Anyway, so that character is actually just really stupid because he got so much effective health. He just has like ignorant things he can set up. The wheel is gonna be a scrub stomper because it just lasts forever, but she has no mix-ups.
The
So,
wheel is the mix-up.
Like the wheel is obnoxious, but she doesn't actually have like good stuff off of putting you into it.
Hi,
It's
Mort.
just, like,
You are
are you willing
correct.
to sit there and
Renzo
block
and
this?
Ame are
No?
not in this static. They were
My
just for
favorite
tea.
thing I heard someone say about the wheel is it's going to be a Marvel mix-up.
Instead, we have Clyde,
No, it's
and
not.
Jay,
He doesn't have Marvel mix-ups.
who
Can't
were
call
here
him.
for the Savage stuff, but not for
Can't cross up with your
Ultimates.
assist.
You throw the wheel out, you command dash, you smack them.
I still
You have a guard button.
This was Alias here.
That's true.
That-
You do
that's
just
the
have a
act-
block button.
That's the actual problem.
I don't know what game they're talking about,
High-low throw.
but apparently it has a Jesus
Well,
reflector. So
I think so.
I don't know what it
Ollie
is.
is
Can I have
still-
this button for?
Always, yeah.
Oh,
Here we go.
I think everybody's back
I
now.
see it now.
Ready to go fight a hippocampus?
Alright, the second circle.
Hippocampus is like one of my
Go
favorite like
Go
mythical
fight a hippo.
creatures, so
Can't
I'm
wait for
super
everyone to
excited.
deafen again and just talk about bad parties.
Let's go.
I can't wait to go on Reddit and see all the people complaining about PF not being able to do the first fight. I can't wait to go on Reddit and
like
see that.
chaos. Everyone's done it.
None
Give
of
me
these
water
are
ponies.
Can't do Cloud of Darkness,
circles.
dude.
Give me water
True.
pony. Where is it?
I know, I'm really excited.
Oh,
I know, horse.
I love.
that's not a hippo.
That's
Hold
not
up.
a horse.
That is not a
A
hippo.
hippo? What the hell is that?
Excuse me?
What?
Whoa, gaping dragon. Excuse me.
Is this like an undead kelpie or what?
I think that's not a.
That's not what a hippocampus is supposed to look like.
Scala, is that you? What the shit is this?
Look at that. The hell is
Dark
that?
Souls boss.
Yeah, this is a Dark Souls boss.
What the heck? Oh.
Yeah, it's the thing,
oh.
it's the thing at the bottom.
It
of
looks
the,
like gape. It looks like a gaping dragon.
It does, I see it. We are also in a sewer.
Hold on, let me repair my gear.
The hell?
I don't like these sewers, by the way. These sewer grates. I don't.
You don't like
Oh,
standing on them?
yeah.
Guys, stand on the bubbling
Stop.
water. So
Which
that
one
it
of you is
doesn't
doing the
fall.
thing?
Here, you can go on.
What thing?
Ollie's
Oh.
doing it. Ollie's a crazy
Don't
person.
worry, Ollie. I'll be right behind you when you die.
That's-
I believe in you.
Oh, there's the death roll.
What is
What
this
is this
music?
Oh,
I'm
he
gonna
doesn't have an
add
ass.
whatever that
Let's
is.
go!
Oh, that's a
Wait.
bad sign.
That means it's go on the
Oh.
and do like water things.
No
I'm just saying.
positionals. Okay.
You know that, right?
Double.
Oh, that's a sheer thing.
Meka, she needs a recall.
Come here.
Fine.
The sheer terror.
Whoa! Don't like that.
Whoa.
Oh,
Facing that way.
Whoa, whoa.
Just gonna go.
Oh, okay. I see.
Alright.
Okay,
Cool.
I have to, please. I thought they were gonna split.
Wait, Mass, how'd you get hit?
I didn't think it was gonna be. Okay.
Oh,
To the other
this is
side.
going inner card.
This is
Oh no, what?
Up
Ah,
close.
heck. Wait,
Oh, I fucked up. I'm gonna rekindle myself.
As is your right.
Well, hey, I think I know why it doesn't have an S.
More feedback.
Because
Ah, the water.
I don't like this thing has an elevated, like, corners.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm gonna stand on it.
Hey, I wonder.
You know what? I'm gonna
Sewage.
stand on the elevated corner.
Ah, sewage. Hey, look at that. Interesting, the grates in between don't affect it.
yeah, because it just flows through the grates. See?
Oh, look at that.
I was actually right. I didn't. I was just throwing shit out there.
Painted flower.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye. I'm leaving.
I'm gonna stay in the middle here.
Sorry, Raptor. There's no other way.
That's fine. I have a shield. I'm just gonna put that up in case I need it.
Predatory sight.
That's definitely gonna be all white people.
Oh yeah.
What is
Is this a
Stacky
Stand
Doritos.
together. Stand with one person.
this? Together.
Dance over there. Oh no, who's disconnected?
pure cast?
You're seeing if it works. They
Oh,
sure
he
do.
jumpy.
Yep.
I love being ranged.
Water harvest.
Dissociation? Oh,
he's like,
goodbye.
Its head comes off.
I don't like that.
Oh, his head's over here.
I knew it.
His head's over.
He grew another one!
He grew another head. I love this dude.
He's got so many extra appendages.
I don't like the sound that it made when it grew that head.
I love this thing.
It's beautiful.
Uh-oh.
I hope this is the mount.
Fine, it's a lion.
Oh, there's a tank flare up there.
This or its head or both?
Oh, okay, that wasn't what I was expecting.
Oh, now it has
The line
wings.
AoE?
Okay.
I thought the line AoE was the damage before the line AoE.
I rekindle Ollie.
Feedback. So the Kindle is the target?
Yep.
Yeah. That's in addition to the.
Summoning Phoenix gives the Meka too.
Sewage deluge. Ah,
Oh.
not quite ice cream, but almost.
I will remember that.
This feels so
the
Dark
sewer
Souls,
bed.
though. Like, just
Yeah.
aesthetically, like, for real.
See, we're real shitty.
Oh god.
Look at me.
Oh.
I think it's it's here.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Well, that.
The
As
body
it
is
might be,
just
and I get
a
cursed
line.
too.
The...
Oh, there's a drop seed.
I am going to do that for you.
So long, friends. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, my
I
leg!
don't like this.
Oh, I'm in 2 of those.
Bye. Property on Roger and J later.
I'm so sad. I lagged so hard that I...
Someone move, I'm not moving.
No wonder why the grates are safe.
God bless.
Jay, come on.
Can you, yeah.
Oh fuck. Let me raise it. I'll get Misa.
Ow. I didn't have any resources for myself.
Oh, that hurt.
Holy cow, okay.
That's great.
This is gonna be hard on Savage. I can see it.
This one's a lot more interesting than the previous one.
I like this one, dude. People were so concerned that we weren't gonna have fun mechanics, and I'm like, this is sick. Oh, it's coming from one of the grates. That's cool.
Yeah, it jumps
I
to
gave
something
Misa
later
a
tonight.
rekindle.
Oh, this would
Kinda
be
feel
fun.
like
We'll have
it
to get
would
knocked back.
better to wall it.
Nah, we got this.
You got this. It's not. It's fine.
Really hoping this is the mount and it's a 2-seater. So fucking
Ooh.
someone gets on it just and uses its head as a sidecar.
Severed head appears. Oh,
Okay.
sewage. This is the big painful AoE.
I've been lied
No,
to.
it's not.
It's so bright.
Oh my god.
It's eruption, Kuro. Don't you know what eruptions do?
Ah!
A sewage drenching. Bye.
I tried,
I
Miso.
abandoned you.
It's okay, I appreciate you.
That's the
Oh yeah,
one?
Miso isn't in the T
Adults.
group either,
Oh,
actually.
Yeah,
shit.
this is the one.
Let me get Jay.
Oh, I need resources.
I don't know, but I could.
Was
can I
she?
apply just in case?
No.
Good job.
Oh no, wait, what?
Oh yeah, Kage was there, right. We forgot about Kage.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
We almost have LB.
We almost have LB.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
All he has
We have LB here. We have LB here.
using big tree.
Big tree. I love the tree.
Oh, that is so cool. I've never seen that before.
Oh.
Like,
I donate to you a damage buff. Use it. So mad.
Ow. Everybody leave me
North.
alone.
Gonna share with you.
Got
Okay.
alright.
Alright.
Don't be on the east side. It's
Get
dangerous.
over here, Misa.
I don't have wings.
Oh no.
Oh, she had a red one.
Just go fast.
Eruption. This is the floor one.
there's a lot of flowing water.
Uh-oh.
Don't
Uh-oh.
be over there.
Uh-oh.
It's dangerous.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, I dropped my dots. What did I do?
There.
Oh no, that's the wrong song. I made a mistake.
Frog.
I'm going.
Go on platform.
Oh my god. I wish you had moved over
Naz, how's it going?
midge and more there, Jay.
We're fine.
No, I didn't get out of it in time.
Adult.
Fine.
Yeah, literally can't hide.
I shouldn't have 3 things of Toxicon right now. I'm kind of mad.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
And people were upset that it was just.
It pretty much is, though. It's kind of nice for that.
no. Association. The summer Pandaemonium. Sewage eruption.
It's so bright over there specifically.
Oh, those go off the blade.
Oh, there's a. I didn't even see the
Not
stack.
even see that day.
Line
Oh jeez, he
set.
throws his head at you for the sprint.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Murky
Oh
dot.
no. Goodbye. Okay.
Fine, you're
I'm
fine.
fine. You're right. I
This
never
is a
got it.
weird boss. I like it.
Not even a little.
We did it.
This is so much fun.
Okay.
I did this.
All right, that I was a lot happier with that fight than the first one.
We
Yeah.
defeated the evil hippo.
I mean, it is tier 1, floor 1, right? Like, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did it. They helped.
They watched.
They watched.
Now watch this not work.
Fancy.
So, when it does the 2 like pointed cardinal spots, I guess the body is cleaving the entirety of the front that it's facing, and then the
red
head is just
circle.
doing
It's
a
a
line.
one-third. It's a 1/3 line going straight through its body. The head is a half arena.
Bro, that's a
cleaving
temporal
direction it's going.
prison.
Okay.
So it's hot tail plus the red one is half arena.
Okay.
It is hot. Give me legs.
Did they say anything? We succeeded.
I rolled 23. Let's go, baby.
14.
Pass on everything that isn't the shirt.
What do I need? I need shoes and gloves.
I think I need to get shoes from here. Because I didn't get shoes from the last.
Oh yeah, then I will get gloves. Or I guess it's shoes.
Take a peek,
I want
sure.
more interesting, varied weather instead of just pandemonium all the time.
But it's Pandaemonium.
Yeah.
How's the weather looking? Pandemonium.
How's Meka taking screenshots
My
of that?
I literally take a picture in every single boss. I've been doing that the entire expansion. Actually, I've been doing it since Shadowbringers.
No commands. What the fuck?
Alright.
Now it is. I thought we were friends, Meka.
I'm gonna.
You get to be in the Savage pictures. This is just me
I'll
for
fish on
now.
the step.
Okay.
I do this. No one else.
We're just the 7 reflections of Meka.
Exactly. I'll just like copy and paste myself 7 times in the picture.
Make one of them me and then Amazu have it though. It's just
Absolutely.
Like, it's Meka. It's me, Meka. Yes.
Did you see the side quest in Labyrinthos where someone brought a Namazu?
Yes, I did that one. As a suggestion.
This is a cool arena. Moving on.
So, like, do you know what manner of creature is in there? Yes, it'll feed a whole family.
Okay. We continue. That was a trial by fire or water, I suppose, but I had faith we would see it through, so long as we had your stout arm, of course. That's a typo. I knew that you were no mere mercenary, but to make such clean work of the hippocampos, seasoned fighters scarcely have occasion to visit Pandaemonium, let alone display their skills. Mastery takes all forms, indeed. Needless to say, our plan worked to perfection, in no small part thanks to you two. Themis' power was more than enough to complete the interment. Spellcasting was never my strong suit, but that almost made me feel like a proper magos. Truly, having seen your abilities firsthand in your fight with Carolyn, I beg to disagree. Shackles is the one exception, and 'tis only because I've been forced to practice it since I was but a small child. Other magics leave me feeling completely out of my depth. Regardless, it seems luck is on my side to guide me to you. We may prove the impossible possible after all. So are we going further inside? After witnessing the hippocampos' capabilities, I should not blame you for wishing to avoid engaging any further creations in the place of their choosing. Alas, I doubt we will have the luxury. The fires of creation! Look at that! Tell me that doesn't look like Dark Souls. That looks like Anor Londo. It looks like the Anor Londo skybox before everything goes to hell. Let's continue, shall we, in this Dark Souls adventure. While our success in sealing away the hippocampos is certainly heartening, the fact that we have yet to see any other warders concerns me. The key ward of Asphodelos is nothing if not cautious. Doubtless he has gathered what warders he could and retreated to a safe area. It's not Ifrit, it's Ifrita! Azalea. Ifrita exists. She was mentioned in one of these side stories. I remember. I don't remember the exact specifics, but she was definitely mentioned. But that is a good idea, and entirely possible, because she did exist back in these days. And I think La Habrea was involved. Maybe? We'll see. Let us hope so. It occurs to me that I know little of the keywords besides their magical prowess. Is there aught you can share? This dude looks like a dork. Of course, a man named Hesperos is in charge of Asphodelos. Not only does he have thorough knowledge of the creatures here, but he takes great pains to be a mentor to each of the warders under his charge. He has done much to ensure that I flourished here, in spite of my ineptitude at magic, and I have always known him to be the sort of man who faces difficult decisions with unwavering composure. Furthermore, key wards are not only masters of interment, they can also bend the hallways of Pandaemonium to their will with creation magics. With all this in mind, I am certain that so long as Hesperos guides them, the other warders are safe. Unless Hesperos was the one who opened the doors! Replace the music for this area with Who Let the Dogs Out. The only mod you need. It's just, yeah, Azalea, it's just Eden, again. It's a ye olde Eden. can see why absolute control over the environs is imperative. Had we faced the hippocampus upon arid sands instead of the waterways, I suspect the battle would have ended much more quickly. In any case, if this Hesperos is as capable and caring as you say, we would do well to seek him out as soon as we can. He has, like as not, taken your colleagues to a secure location. The safest place would be the innermost circle of Asphodelos. From there they could flee to Abyssos, if hard-pressed. So there's the next one. That's tier 2, I assume. And we're continuing with the Dark Souls thing, apparently. There's Manus. Give me Manus. Ugh. Artorias, please? Even should they have sought safe haven within the other circles, if we make for the fourth, we ought to encounter them on the way. Indeed, and we shall gain a comprehensive understanding of the situation within Asphodelos, which will be essential in determining whether we ought to continue down to Abyssos. It's freaking Eureka all over again. Hydatos, Pagos, Pyros, Animos, Labyrinthos, Asphodelos, Abyssos. Can we stop with the Os? Anyway. The rub, of course, is that I myself possess no power to bend the circles to my will. Instead, we must proceed through the central corridor, which was barred by the Phoenix, last I checked. That is 100% La Habrea's creation, and also 100% created, mentioned in one of the side stories. I remember... Phoenix. I've heard the name before. A fiery bird with life eternal. Is this a chance for From the Ashes to get, like, remixed into awesomeness? Beyond unquenchable brilliance, the perfected concept boasts nigh boundless restorative powers, if I recall. Truly an exemplary feat of creation magics. Perfection is ever built on the back of failure, however, and La Habrea suffered countless missteps during his experiments. So is this a failed Phoenix? And he was hardly the only one. The Phoenix will be but one of many attempts at the concept gone awry. Okay, so it's a bad Phoenix. Aye, far from evoking wonder, our Phoenix is a creature of fury and wrath and seeks only to turn the world to ash. Oh, so it's... freaking... oh god. It's Moltres. Okay. Aye, far from... thus it was confined within Pandaemonium. Development of the concept continued elsewhere, but as the moons turned, more and more researchers abandoned the project as an impossibility, save for La Habrea and his words. When I received word that at long last La Habrea had succeeded where so many others had failed, I was nearly overcome. Pray tell, how do the warders of Pandaemonium celebrate their master's accomplishment? Dark Phoenix. Hell yeah. I don't believe we did. The research of the words of La Habrea has little consequence to our work here, save for those rare times it charges us with a new specimen. Truth be told, I don't remember anyone making note of the occasion. I mean, they're busy. Does he even, like, check on you guys? You're just trapped in his basement? And he just throws you a weird monster every so often? Do you need... Are you receiving compensation for your time here? Do you need to unionize or something? What's happening, bro? Do you have dental? Enough reminiscing. We must make ready to confront the Phoenix. While it's possible that it flew off to some other wing of Pandaemonium, we would make that assumption at our own peril. Better to assume that we'll need to bring Asphodelos' most unruly subject to heel. I certainly see no reason to delay. The Phoenix's power over flame will avail it far less in a barren corridor than elsewhere, so it may well serve us to subdue it sooner rather than later. What are they getting out of this? Like, what are they getting out of doing this? This guy doesn't seem to enjoy his job. We have climbed a ladder. I'm taking a picture. This looks cool. What are we looking at? It's a nice window. Can I walk around this area? Hmm? Is it outside? I see fire. Whoosh. Cool. Looks nice, I think. Bitch, who the fuck? Dracula? Excuse me? What is a man? Okay. So that was 100%. That was. Oh, okay, bye. 100% though, that was the guy, the keyword. I was gonna say, imagine having like a unique face. He's a Dracula. Wait, so he just like took us there for 2 seconds and then spit us back out? Okay. It seems whoever is behind this can alter the space around us at will. We face an uphill battle. Okay. Impossible. Those recreation magics at work, then that means... Let us confront that reality after we have conquered the enemy in front of us. Every drop of our focus shall be required if we are to inter the Phoenix. Phoenix. Dracula. Sure. We've gone from Dark Souls to Castlevania. The third circle, now accessible.
I guess it's just alphabetical.
So we've gone from Dark Souls to Castlevania, I see.
Yeah, Castlevania with a little bit of Metroid with the like Ridley flying through the windows.
Absolutely. You can just...
This is a phoenix, but a miserable pile of ether.
We got...
You
we have an excellent opportunity for a really cool From the Ashes remix, maybe.
It's just answers again, don't worry.
Probably.
Just answers again.
It's Louis Soy. Louis Soy.
Louis Soy?
Louis Soy.
Well, you know, it's Louis Soy because they love spelling everyone's name very slightly wrong.
Well, they called it like a phoenix, didn't they?
It's
A
a
phoenix.
phoenix.
It's a phoenix. It's Louis Soy.
Louis Soy?
They named it Louis Soy, the phoenix. God. Welcome to Joyzy. There you go, it's the Pandaemonium. Yeah, that's the way you say it. Joyzy.
Oh look, fire. Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I love
Shot
it.
I seen that coming.
From water into fire.
Warriors of distant stars.
I give out my phoenix. Will that help? Will that protect me?
Wait,
No,
so
it's just
this
gonna
is an
make it
actual lord
stronger.
battle with
Makes
Bahamut.
good 2-target fight. Is that Diabolos?
Oh no.
Oh damn, that actually is a cool
Does
phoenix.
this bird
This is
have
just
3
Red
heads?
Garuda.
That bird has an eye in its chest.
Hell
Why
yeah.
does this bird have 3 heads?
Cerberus?
Oh no, the last boss took its head off and threw it at us. Now this one has 3 heads to throw at us.
And it has like a weird eye thing in its chest.
What
And-
the
It
heck?
definitely is using...
Diabolos' skeleton.
I mean, Phoenix exists. Looks like it's
We rolled
moving
it
like
into
Phoenix.
existence talking about Diabolos earlier.
So Raja, well, what's wrong with your Phoenix? Why doesn't it look like this?
Why isn't your phoenix this cool?
God, in before all summoners
cooler
start complaining
phoenix.
that their phoenix doesn't look like this.
Raja, why don't you get a golden Bahamut?
Oh, that would have been cool.
Experimental fire plume.
Alright, well, good news, it has an ass.
It is.
Not for me, I'm mad about it.
I love. Wait a minute, you know.
Oh, I see.
Oh, come on.
I see. Let me
Not again.
see if that helps.
Nice bone stacks, guys.
Isn't a phoenix, it's a
Hey.
phoenix.
I worked really hard on
They're
it.
I want
delicious.
to point out to everyone that that is the AoE's.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh.
That's
Oh,
rude.
okay.
Wait, what was that
I was
called?
not paying attention to tells. I'm sorry.
This is the same.
Same name, but it probably has different visual style.
Yeah,
This
it's not
one's
looking
telling you
super.
donut then.
Exaltation.
okay,
I was
let's
gonna say
let's
this
see
is
if
might just be
it's
raid wide.
Okay.
Crunchy.
Nice Smith.
Oh!
Wait
Okay.
a minute.
double tank buster.
Did neither?
Oh!
That's a
Oh,
big...
wow.
help me!
Oh.
Help me!
Hey, hey Jay, how's that melee life going for you?
Ah!
Darkened fire.
Fireball. Hey, it
We
has
need to kill it.
Yes.
oh,
They have a cast.
wait, evil?
What the hell?
Hit him with the things! Hit him with the AoE!
Oh yeah, it's Suzaku. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Ah!
There's more. There's more.
They go out in a specific order. Okay.
I'll get Clay.
Okay.
Damn, I thought I could pass it. Damn.
Left
Left
Cinderwing.
Okay, stand on the right, I'm assuming.
I really like these half arena curves.
Left right mechanics are the hardest. Damn it, I just refreshed dots. I'm mad.
That's a dive bomb, baby.
It's not gonna be there.
Sides.
Oh my god.
My head was lit up.
I love Quintania.
I bet you the
Oh.
side heads light up too.
Oh.
My room 4 is about to fall off.
Sunbird.
Is that
you have to
water?
hang out with Bird.
Hang out
Or,
with Bird.
Hang out with Bird. Wait, what?
4-car
That's
rear
what
car.
someone said.
A puddle.
The birds create a puddle that you have to hang out in, otherwise you can't do that. So this is going to be a light party mechanic. We'll split the birds.
Oh, I can pad so well with these. Hello, Apex Arrow.
I shouldn't have pressed this button.
The puddles are still here.
Doesn't matter, let's go!
More of
Do
them.
we need to cover
Why-
like
why-
the arena
yeah,
with
Stand.
puddles?
Oh, it's moving.
The puddles are staying.
car.
I imagine we want to drag these to specific spots.
Yeah, like we
Eventually.
want to kill the birds in specific spots, I bet.
I don't know,
Eventually.
know if it'll matter in normal. I'll be
Yeah, I don't
In
think you
normal
just
it might
know.
not. In normal it won't, but...
It's okay, Meka. You and me.
Get
are just- we don't need these other mooks.
Gonna stand in this
Oh, I
Venn
have
diagram.
three
I'm
stacks
sorry,
of
not
Yeah, I'm gonna
perfect.
get in this one.
Wow.
What?
Okay, those are tethered. 2 of them are tethered.
I knew I didn't want to be in there anymore. Oh, she.
Oh.
Uh
Then
oh. Our so Uber.
Paddling?
I can think. Oh, they got 2 stacks of damage out from those ones.
Oh, we can't splash her with it.
Okay.
Oh, Ollie's fine.
You can take it all.
I put out
You got
so
this,
much
Ollie.
mitigation.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, and now it's got the little
Dance
things
now.
floating around it
Got little
too.
buggies.
They've got
This is
eyes.
creepy. They
No
have
more.
eyes. I don't like this.
Baby.
I don't like this.
Okay, so we want to put those down at Cardinals, I guess?
Let's do
Or
that.
Agent Cardinals?
Let's do Cardinals.
Oh,
Oh.
no. Cute comes
Uh-oh.
out. Okay.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
merry-go-round.
Overlapping cones. Fun.
Put the merry-go-round.
Aren't you glad your fizz range now, Ranger?
Honestly, I'm kind of liking it.
Did you
Hey,
super?
so like, we can run the 2 fizz range, right? It's fine, right?
Wait. Did you guys see the auto attacks?
Yes.
Yeah, the 4 eyes are like the Sage Noodles, and they just like zap you.
So
Fine, I
keep
just
them
bought
apart,
that
I guess.
Yeah, they need to be a certain distance apart when they die.
I think
Okay.
they're not a distance apart, but you can't overlap Haunted Phoenix.
The 2 of them did tether when they were close.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they
I didn't see
did.
that part.
Yeah, I placed mine so the circles weren't overlapping and that was smart enough.
Okay, so just spread them out.
Experimental fire.
Oops.
Okay, that's
There you go.
many.
That's all 8.
I love Hawk Blaster.
Oh god, it is.
Damn it, I ran into it.
Okay,
I'm
I
an
go
idiot.
back into the same spot afterwards.
Oh, right, yeah, the big one.
Yeah, there's the one big one, so that's
Yeah.
Okay, so okay.
It's,
I suppose that is.
we
the
were
Oh, it's
on
really
back
big.
in T.
I'm mad.
We're just back in T. We never left.
Oh boy.
Just,
I don't want to be here.
I'm addling that.
I'm really glad I pressed second wind.
What?
Live.
You guys.
Does someone want to be a test subject? Someone come stand on me and see if
Over
this
there.
cleaves.
Get in there, Day.
I feel like
100%
yes. Yeah. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Amazing.
Sacrifice for science.
Alright, so I guess we need to splash onto the Aggie things.
Yeah.
I'll take this one.
Yes, I'll take this northeast one.
Oh, they have numbers.
Pointing.
Numbers on you
I
guys.
didn't see my number. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That'll probably matter in Savage.
Probably.
Yeah, but not for the.
It is just T, damn it!
Oh, dear.
Left Cinderwing. Oh,
So
right.
get on the right. Cinderwing. I probably shouldn't do that, huh? No, come back!
back.
This bitch.
I'm gonna be part of
My
left.
Astrodyne!
I'm
Get out
gonna
of
be
it.
part of left gang.
I feel like that one will also have the two outside. Oh,
Oh,
Ollie,
no.
what?
Oh, I can only.
No,
Well, no.
we need you.
Yeah, I'm
I
coming.
guess I'll be part of
I'm
North
grabbing
gang.
this one and pulling it north.
Oh god, I have this one.
You're in the tank now. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I
on
don't
your
have my
promotion.
shield.
Oh, you're fine.
Do you want the east or west one, Ollie?
West.
Vibe here in my
Oh god.
bird. And then after we kill them, we want to get out of these circles because they
Yep.
blow up.
Well, I think first there's an AoE that you want to be inside for.
As soon as
One
they
way to find out.
And then you leave.
now you get out. Now kill bird. Look out, they've got Nolis popping it.
I don't want to do this.
Oh my god, my song timers are so weird with this. I don't know how I feel about this.
Left. and
Right side?
Okay, so I think the bottom one is for this.
Ollie, look at what you're getting auto attacked by.
Oh god! Oh wait, no, we already saw this. Never mind.
It's just a very funny looking merry-go-round.
Oh,
I'm gonna stand right here.
I'm leaving. Goodbye. I'm going to my ancestral home in Narnia.
Steering light. Let's go.
I guess already right about now.
I want weather variety. Double tank plus.
I'm getting away from that.
There's
Power and-
engines at the edge of the arena.
Oh, fun!
Oh god.
My wave.
Oh,
Okay,
No,
Invercurve.
my way. Wait, no, fine.
Oh, they
Ooh.
go.
Wait a minute.
Oh, and then they. Fuck your ley lines, it says.
Eating.
Hey, nice ley lines.
Oh,
no.
Rude.
we just instinctively stacked corners.
Torch exaltation.
Ow.
so this is definitely like the default music. Because this played during the other fight too. I think.
Get out of the middle.
Get out of the middle.
What's the tell for that?
Oh,
it's a big giant
that was
fireball.
not. That was
Oh.
much bigger than it was before.
I think that was the same
Oh,
size.
that's
It was pretty big before, but
It was pretty big before too. I thought it was the same size.
dive bombs. Too
Out of the
tiny.
middle.
I feel like there will be a
okay.
variation where it does the side heads and you have to go in the middle instead.
Any number of heads.
Yeah.
I really wish she wouldn't go away when I have dots to refresh.
No. No
Yup.
dots for you.
What a bitch.
Haven't you heard they've removed dots from
Damn.
Bard?
Wait, did you see the dot alignment chart I posted?
Oh, yeah, I did see.
Substats are a dot?
Substats are about
their substats are a dot.
south going clockwise.
Eh.
I want to hit.
So those always show up in the middle regardless of where the boss is.
Experimental fire.
Seems like it.
Yeah, they are not oriented around the boss. That makes it easier.
This is Hawk Blaster?
Oh yeah, because I saw. Oh, I saw that.
Yes.
So there's the itty bitty one, and then there's the big one.
It's perfectly inside this ring, so that's nice.
Searing breeze. Love the freaking T-Rex noise that it makes.
Oh yeah, and it's doing the
we're
corner
just,
thing
we're
again.
just living here.
God damn it. Nice stuff.
Okay,
You
so
ready,
it's
class?
these squares.
Darkened fire.
Oh,
now there's these fires.
I hope
Okay,
you
I'm
can
on
pick
that
up.
side.
Okay.
Go into my corner.
Man, cool.
Hit this one.
Just so you know, I don't have any E-dates.
No dig.
It's okay, I have rekindle. Here you go, Ollie. Right Cinderwing. Be left of her. It. I don't know.
Pretty much already are.
Be yourself.
It's all the way over there.
Small jump, battle.
Ooh. I like that button.
And I'm on whole shot.
Back for Cosmos?
Yeah.
What?
Such a good button.
Hogwasser and this?
Was it Hogwasser?
I didn't.
Soft, it was like
Hogwasser.
Oh.
Get him.
Edge.
Edge.
I love this giant star, though.
Shard.
Yeah, I know.
I dropped dots again because all my timers are
I'd really
DC.
like the boss to go back to the middle, please. Oh, thank you.
I just...
Bomb.
I'm upset. This is a nice wall right here.
Oh, hi, Jay.
I like this fight, it makes Maz upset.
Dang.
Why did I pick this life?
Double time.
Oh no, someone take Jay to a Poke Center.
Pick
No,
up
we're
my
running
money,
Get him.
please.
Jay's gone forever.
It's a Nuzlocke.
Wait, no.
Oh no, please no.
Kill.
I just made an entire move.
Kill!
I went the wrong direction.
I think for those cones, it's easier to stand behind the last one that spawned.
I
and then
just
go
wasn't
keep
paying
the
attention
first
to which one. And I picked the wrong side.
So wrong.
Good thing I fit.
I hate that he's got the bunny boy hairstyle, but he's not bunny boy.
You don't know that. He's an uncentered bunny boy.
Vana also has a Vera hairstyle, too.
What if his sundered form is what's his face from MSQ? That's
Aaronville?
Aaronville?
Wait, I thought this was Elidibus.
Probably. I mean, they
He
haven't
doesn't get
said, but
sundered.
it probably is.
So he's not getting sundered.
I'm not doing slash joy anymore.
Well, we're also not crying every time, which is nice.
Just wait, it's coming.
No
I
boots
got-
here, so I guess I get
Ooh, man.
accessories.
28 and 80.
Oh wait.
38
I'll
and
take-
86. I can only get one of them though, so.
You're probably gonna get the one you rolled 86 on. Oh no!
Someone else stole the gloves. I'll have to run this again.
I got a 99 on the gloves.
I got like an 86.
I've gotta run the other two again.
All my gear is trash, but like 2 pieces.
Okay, so I need.
Yes, the matter is arena.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go there.
There's but one person with the power. Dracula.
Have at you!
Okay. Let's go see Dracula. It's Aaronville. The first way you spelled it was right, Azalea. Oh, wait. What do they say when you look at them? What is this arena called, anyway? The Fervid Limbo. Ooh. Okay. We'll check the other arena names after this. Let's see their justification for freaking Dracula. I mean, I know what it is, but still. With that, the Phoenix is shackled once more. However, there is yet the matter of this arena. As you've told us, there is but one person in Asphodelos with the ability and authority to wield such magics. So you know I joked earlier, what if he was the one who let everything out? I was right. Anyway. Though fortunately it appears he has saved us the trouble of finding him. What if all the keywords are rebelling against La Habrea because he just doesn't give them proper work benefits? Oh boy, what is it? It's Dracula, look at this! A contemptible display, as befits an inferior specimen. Miserable little pile of secrets! Even so, I expected it would at least delay your advance. Imagine my surprise when I saw chains of interment drag the phoenix back to its cage. Either the bird is even more of a failure than its creators cared to admit, or you are no mean trespassers. I had hoped our suspicions were misplaced, but alas, he has become a Dracula. Look at this bastard. Look at this bastard! Come on! The hell, man? Keyword Hesperos, why? Why have you brought such chaos to your beloved Pandaemonium? Pandaemonium, pitiless, impenetrable, and utterly steadfast, unlike those charged with its keeping. What has possessed you? I don't understand. Look at he's a vampire! Look at his teeth! Freaking Dracula! Okay, damn. Oh, Ericthonios, must you pester me with these inane questions? Think for yourself. Surely you can muster a theory or two with that dim wit of yours. Then again, you have never been one for insight. Why Master La Habrea suffers your mediocrity, I shall never understand. You may look like him, but you're not the Hesperos I know. Something has warped you, too, from the inside out. The keyboard I knew had compassion for all those under his charge, be they clad in robes or shackled in chains. Was that all a farce? Did you hide your contempt for us all these years? Those who are content to merely glimpse the water's surface are doomed to be dragged into its depths. You prove my opinion of you, every word. My mind is clearer than it has ever been. Even now, seeing you feebly grasp for answers makes the bile rise in my throat. Such wasted potential. To be son to Master La Habrea, yet no more skilled with magic than a newborn babe. Like actual, like biological son? Oh. Interesting. You don't look anything like him. No offense. Unless they decide to like retcon what La Habrea looks like. Anyway. But of course, it's always about La Habrea. Silence, you are not worthy to utter his name. For once be grateful to witness a feat beyond your meager abilities, beyond your shallow reckoning. I have slipped the surly bonds of mortality. I have become one with our mythic creations, and rid myself of imperfections. I stand upon the threshold of godhood. As a Hemitheos? Don't know what that is. Shall I? Hold on, let me Google that. Hemithea. Demigod. Greek Hemitheos. It's a demigod. Okay, moving on. As Hemitheos shall I serve Master La Habrea, ever faithful unto the end of days. And he shall require no other. I think not. Hell yeah. Are you so blinded by arrogance that you have lost sight of what it means to serve? Ericthonios is more capable than you could ever know. It was thanks to his instruction that I was able to master the art of interment, both how to wield it and how to break free of it. Hi, I'm here too. Hello. Carolyn, let us quit this place. Whatever poison has corrupted Hesperos' mind, it is plain his power far eclipses our own. We must have time to gather our strength. We're just gonna peace out. Bye, bitch. Be back later, Dracula, don't worry. Weaklings though they may be, it takes a singular aptitude to master interment so quickly, to say nothing of how swiftly that familiar laid low the Phoenix. Regardless, their noble aims will be their undoing. Where they fritter away their strength in calming the beasts of Asphodelos, I continue my work. Even should they survive long enough to reach the heart of my domain, naught shall await them but doom. I eagerly await your arrival, Erchonios. Even dullards have their uses. So, you're specifically talking about Asphodelos, right? So you're either number 4, or you're like a major villain that's going to be persisting throughout the entire thing. Which, to be honest, I wouldn't mind, because a certain Ascian in the Eden story didn't get introduced until the last tier. But I feel like he's the last boss of this tier. Anyway. I mean, we're gonna find out, because we're getting to the 4th one soon. He's the keyword of this level, Asphodelos. So I'm assuming that he's the last boss, and then that's going to be the format for the next tier, is the keyword's going to be the last. We'll see. We'll know soon. Please leave me be. Bruh, you La Habrea's son, no? Unless they change what La Habrea looks like. Or what Egeorm looks like. And you're not their kid, that's for sure. Who's your mom? I must needs know. Moving on. The shippers need to know. My darkest suspicions have been realized. We face the keyword of Asphodelos himself. There we go. More than that revelation, however, Erchonios worries me. He loved Hesperos for his compassion, but received naught but scorn from whatever the keyword has become. Okay, bud? He has said little since our return. I only hope that the shock of recent events does not prove to be a death knell for his resolve. More crit. Who wards the warders? Oh, that's definitely... look at this Castlevania-looking thing. Much as I am loath to disturb Erchonios soon after what just occurred, I am afraid circumstances do not afford us the luxury of time. Perhaps it will do him well to speak about recent events, concerning both the keyword and his father. Yes. He seemed reticent to say aught concerning La Habrea when the subject was broached. Doubtless his relationship with his father is a fraught one. I'm so stoked for this music. All this music's been pretty good. The creation of the ward which surrounds Pandaemonium was an astounding feat of magical prowess, a feat accomplished by none other than La Habrea. That both my father and I can bind others in chains is perhaps the only thing that we have in common. Ah, so it is true. I am La Habrea's son, bereft of his talent for magics or his brilliant mind, but his son nonetheless. Surely this doesn't come entirely as a surprise to you. Nay, I had an inkling when you said you had practiced ethereal shackles since childhood. Assuming you haven't been employed here quite that long, it had to indicate some long-held connection with La Habrea. It was La Habrea that taught me how to cast ethereal shackles, but that was it. My further education was overseen by the words of La Habrea, more specifically my mother, who was a researcher here. Can we know her name, please? Or does she not matter? Athena? Okay. You did speak of Athena, chief keyword before La Habrea. She is your mother, yes? How astute. I can see now why you were chosen to lead this investigation. Here's how Bernie can still win. Athena's her real name. She could still be Igeorm. I'm holding out here. Even though he looks nothing like either one of them, it can still happen. Anyway. Oh, Suit, I can see now why you were chosen to lead this investigation. You have the right of it. Athena was my mother, and it was she who invited me to join her here. La Habrea had nothing to do with it. So what's La Habrea's true name? Anyway. I see there is little love lost between you two. What I cannot see is why La Habrea was appointed Chief Keyword when another was already in place. She wanna, like, take care of you? Ah, she died. I see. Was in place. My mother is no longer with us. Well, she's not Igeorm. La Habrea was all too eager to assume her responsibilities, with nary a moment spared to mourn her. What love do I owe him now when he offered not one drop of compassion then? So what I'm hearing is La Habrea is Mad King Thorn. This tracks. I'm gonna call you Edric. It's close enough. I see, she is no longer with us, an expression to convey the end of a life. I have known only the public face of La Habrea. While he is lauded for his ability to maintain composure in the face of unnerving circumstances, I must admit that oft he comes across as cold. Funny, because he's the fire one. Apologies, but can we speak of something else? The topic isn't an easy one for me to discuss. That is fine. Let's go beat up this dude who is probably your surrogate father. It's because La Habrea didn't treat you nicely. That's fine. Of course, there are more pressing matters at hand after all, namely how to deal with Hesperos. We have yet to see the other warders. Judging by what we know, we can surmise that Hesperos has confined them somewhere beyond our grasp. And now that he is aware of our presence, he will be preparing for our next encounter. We cannot expect to face him on equal footing. Quite the opposite, in fact. Every moment we spend chasing after the creations is another moment Hesperos can contrive another advantage for himself. The wisest course would be to find him first and foremost. I just saw my armor texture clip in. He said that he has become one with the creations. Perhaps that means he is vulnerable to interment? I mean, it makes sense. In theory, that should be possible. However, is it enough merely to confine him, after all he has done? I need to know why. I need to know what drove him to forsake everything he's worked for. Was it all truly so that he could serve his master? To my mind, he's merely put La Habrea's own work at risk in trade for some nebulous power. La Habrea is the chief keyword of Pandaemonium. How would throwing it into disarray win his favor? Doesn't make any sense. I share your curiosity, but we must consider that our enemy has us at a disadvantage in every sense. What do you think? Should we seek to put him in fetters, or would it be too dangerous to allow him quarter? Nah, man, I want answers too. Daring as ever, I see. I know not which trials you have faced in your past, but to see you so certain is all the convincing I need. Very well, let us try Erchthonius' plan. Thank you, Carolyn. I believe I can shed some light on the nature of our foe. When Hesperos spoke with us, I noticed he bore the telltale fangs of the Bricholacus. It is a vampire. A beast which feeds off the ether of its prey. It's literally a vampire. Okay. Likely that's the creation Hesperos merged his essence with. And we all know too well that he can change the environment around himself at will. The battle will not be an easy one, but I believe in our victory. Literally a vampire. Literally a Dracula. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I saw Ready Check go off, so I think I'm the last one. I am definitely the last one. Bam! Okay, I'm here, sorry.
No worries.
That's all good.
I was very quickly trying to figure out if Igeorm could still be in this picture.
Yeah, Iggy.
I believe that's everyone.
Hold on, I'm extracting materia. Okay, I'm good.
Speaking of which, I too
Oh,
can
not
extract
food.
material.
Fuck.
Oh, you've been eating food?
Yes.
Autism.
Oh, yeah.
Always used to
Dude,
Okay.
I'll need to figure out what food I'm eating before raid.
I'm ready
I think
for
it's
the
like a
music,
seafood
Storm.
Or something, or cod sandwich.
I mean,
or...
we'll need to.
I've been using coconut cod.
Coconut cod, yeah. that's what I'll need.
Disgusting.
Set and grit.
109 Twilight Popoto salads left over.
I think we were recommended Cyclone Beveroy.
Everyone except like I think it's like one of the healers wants the coconut cod. Sorry, the tanks. Everyone wants Psychon Baveros except for like Warrior.
Because it's
I
crit
think
dead.
that's one of the healers.
I'm apparently using coconut cod according to the balance.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's got crit.
Yep.
Gotta get that crit.
And Beveroy is like,
Direct
Direct
hit, I
hits.
think.
It's
Yeah.
coconut cod
All right,
chowder,
everyone,
which is the
let's
most
count to 4 with
disgusting thing I've
Dracula.
ever heard of.
Hell yeah.
4 circles of Asphodelos.
Okay, let's go beat up Dracula.
The
Let's hear these
Hawkman,
tunes.
go.
I think Summoner
Oh,
said either of these are like basically equal, but
Apparently the music here is a banger.
oh,
can't wait.
Nice.
I mean, all the music's a banger, let's be real.
No, I didn't think. I really thought we would be fighting him at like 4-8 or something. Not right away.
I can't get over him just being fucking Dracula.
He really is
He is
just Dracula.
Like, the collar of his cape is like blocking his vision, so I don't know how he was able to see us.
They didn't say it
I
was.
mean, I also have a
Like,
blindfold on.
What
Don't take
enough?
Glasses! Your glasses are so cool! Can I have
I
them?
want to
Dracula, look at him!
Okay, so they said they would be original to the FF series. They didn't say they would be original.
Got a point.
We're gonna
Yo,
kill him
listen.
and he's just gonna turn into a demon.
Is this a death fall or is this?
It's probably
Why not?
a death ball.
Only one way to find out.
one way
Oh,
to
never
find
mind.
out.
This
Alright.
I'm down.
I'm
How do
coming.
I die to
No
this
music
shit? It's
appreciation.
literally- I can literally walk in between these.
Oh, there's words in the music.
Oh wait, hold on. I want to hear the music.
Countdown.
Ignore that countdown.
Go, go, go!
Meka still has stance on.
It's Garl. Yeah.
Okay, let's try that one more time.
Like these patterns. Did you...
This guy should have voice lines. He deserves it. Come on.
He should.
Also, he look better with the glasses.
The
No.
glasses look rad.
He doesn't have voice.
lines. I was immediately finding a way to swap them with Symphony of the Night Dracula.
Absolutely.
Okay, Tank Buster right off the bat.
Oh, it is. Okay. I couldn't see fully past him and his fucking cape.
Yup.
Ah, yes, X death.
Can't wait for a black hole to be hidden under. Oh! Never mind.
He put down
I
a
don't want to do
wall.
that.
You can see it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's.
Huh?
The arena open up.
What if I jump into it?
Well, no.
I'm gonna go into it and see.
Enter the hole.
Yeah. I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, I'm lagging.
You were like,
There's a black hole in the
Going
middle.
on here.
Oh.
I think
Okay.
we want to be in there.
So what happened while I was lagging?
A lot.
Black hole.
Pain. Dracula's fucking pissed.
Dracula put a black hole in the middle of the arena, and then we all died to lightning.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no!
was
The,
like,
oh, he throws
We
his
all turned
cape
into
off.
miserable
I
piles of
see.
ash.
oh,
Okay.
it's his cape. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
Also,
cool.
in the background is just curtain.
That's
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, and then the curtains open up.
I
That's.
love that. So
Okay.
this is water.
Water?
So when I stood in this, it caused my internet to crap out. That's what it does.
So I don't think
Now I
you
have
put in
dropsy.
water for like the lightning thing.
There's
Yeah.
lightning
So
curtain.
that's the lightning cloud.
Knockback.
Oh.
The water.
It's different based on
Well-
what the cape is doing, I think. Because the
Yeah.
cape first had lightning, and then that black hole did lightning.
Is it cape
Yeah.
memes?
But this one was also a lightning black hole, but it was water, so I think you can't be in the water.
It looked like you didn't get dropsy until it geysered,
Yeah.
so it might be safe after it goes off.
Maybe. Let's find out.
That's fine. I have awakened this moment.
I like it, but I can barely hear it, so I'll have to listen to it again later.
I even turned my music up. I died.
This is cave.
I think this is
The sanguine limbo.
I wonder if
I
what's
see.
spot
No
in
one's
it.
probably gonna follow us.
That looks like
That's
the same.
Alright. I'm gonna stand in it.
Me too.
I will be the guinea pig.
Alright. It's a proximity. Nope. Okay. That was a
Ow.
proximity though.
I guess
It had the pulses.
We might just be too close.
Yeah.
Does it
Yeah,
have
it
a
was
cast
pulsing.
bar like hidden in the enemy list, or do you just have to get out when you see the pulses start?
You have to
Probably
get
just
out.
get out.
I'm mad about it.
You have a
good.
teleport. What are you mad about?
Just go out.
I
and
don't
cast
trust
them.
myself to not fucking teleport into
The cast
the fight.
names don't tell me anything either.
That sounds like coward talk.
Sounds like you gonna learn.
Do the second trial. I don't trust my ability to not teleport to a wall.
So funny.
Probably not standard.
What happens when you just stand on it before it gets set?
Look at the dark shit happening underneath that. It's called a blanket.
Y'all have moved back, but spread out moving back. It's gonna make it
Don't worry
real
about it.
hard to throw anything out on you guys.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Please.
But
Okay, I've used everything.
Ow!
Ow.
Okay, yeah, that's just a normal.
Wait, I don't wanna
Yeah,
be the
that's
next
just a
adult.
proximity.
Ain't an adult.
Ow.
Decollation.
I can get it, Polly. Here, have a rekindle. Put it on Meka, who's taking damage.
I dodged past this, don't
No,
mind me.
don't be in
Yeah, the shield broke. The shield
Wow.
got out in time for some people, but not for everybody.
the dodge Pepsi.
I dodged past this.
And then this is a knockback.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fine.
I'm gonna.
Oh, this
guys
is-
Yeah,
are
this
different
is the
proxy.
knockback.
This is the
It's a
knockback.
knockback.
Felt fire go off.
I'm going to try getting knocked back into not water. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll be the guinea pig. I'll knock back into the water.
Fine. Okay, it's just a
Ow.
knockback. I don't want to be the tank.
Being in the water did not seem to do anything to me. Famous last words.
Hell
See, I didn't see like any
Oh, hello.
debuff either. So like, I'm not really sure what the water does.
Yeah, I think it's just a bad spot
A
on the floor.
secret
that
tool that will help us later.
Here,
Probably.
like, 1 second.
Whoops. You must face
Yeah.
the floor.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of capes, my dude.
Now
Hey,
you're
we're
waiting.
gonna
I went
learn what
from
they do, I
1
think.
to 100 far too fast.
Oh, there's a green
Oh,
one.
there's 3.
There is a green one.
Well,
This
up on the
is-
floor.
Do I want to be
Park
in the
gas,
green one?
right?
What's this connects to? Let's find out.
This is the park gas.
That's lightning.
What if I just go very far away?
Oh, that's rude.
Oh,
Oh my god, I was.
God.
Park gas.
And line AoE.
You really need to be out fast. Like, far out.
Yep. God, I love being
Did
visitor.
it go off again?
Also, we have one.
Green one
like,
just went off. Now
Well,
the
it looks
red
like-
Oh,
one
he's gonna
is
do
going
the.
off.
Oh, water.
They're just regular floors, but they go off at different times, I
Water.
think. So I feel like in Savage, all 4 are going to be something, and it's going to be, like...
You'll be in front of him.
I think that the cape is just showing us what he's going to be doing.
Oh, maybe.
Because he did all 3 of them.
But in what order?
Blood ray.
Admiral?
Feast upon my ether.
He went in order from the top left corner, down, and then to the bottom right.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
He only did 2 connects.
No, he did 3. The single targets on all of us.
Oh, roll thing.
These are-
DPS.
these are rolls,
No,
these
no,
are rolls.
these
No
These are not
healer.
rolls.
Hey,
Oh.
get out of here.
These are
Yeah,
not
it
rolls.
says no healer, and then line AoE.
Huh.
Jason,
Oh,
you
that's
died.
neat.
That
I
is
didn't
fair.
stand in any towers.
You might have made it out in time.
Yeah, I made it out a second before it finished. I was going to take one for the team, but someone got in there.
Zimmer would have just failed.
And Maz, after the lightning went off, he single targeted all of us with an AoE. That was.
I
the
thought that said
acid.
easterly shit, not gonna lie.
Easterly shift? What is this? He has a sword.
Whoa!
Oh!
Whoa!
Yes!
That's cool.
Hello there, Xenos.
Wait, he's cool.
Westerly?
Now you can see he's gonna teleport.
This one is a cape. This one is a cape. What is that?
I wonder if
Oh, knockback.
Okay, he swings his face and the breeze knocks us back. Wait a minute, what's that?
Hello?
Oh, and
Do it
then he has
again, do it
another
again, do
sword.
it again!
Oh my god, this is cool. I like this.
Yeah.
Makes up for how lame the first floor was.
Yeah.
The music's a bomb.
I think all the arena names have been different limbos as well. This one is the Sanguine Limbo.
Oh.
The other one was some other kind of limbo. I can't remember what it was, but
Then we had Hippo.
Hippo the Bimbo.
Who's named Hippo? Right? Was the floor called Hippo?
Same Hippo. They're all bimbo.
so is this just showing the element that's gonna happen from the
think
center,
that's
I guess?
What it is. You really don't want any kind of shields, do you?
Do you see my shield? I have a shield.
I am fizz range. This is my
Bastards are just
right.
running away from me.
Look at my shield.
Like lightning is
This is my
proximity.
birthright. Do not take this from me.
That didn't even break my shield.
Okay, and I guess it's just you can't be on the tile at the same time because they both exploded.
Here, Ollie, have a read.
I mean, I was on the tile last time and it didn't actually do anything.
No. I think that the tile is strictly right now just showing us what is happening.
It had like a big
It's not
lightning
setting the
explosion.
scene.
No, it had like a big
water
lightning
definitely-
explosion at the same time that the proximity AoE went off.
The water definitely did drop the sea
Dropsy,
mecha.
yeah.
Yeah, I did get dropsy when it like exploded, basically. I think it's fine to stand on until it goes off.
Enjoy your trail.
Yeah, like see the water
like
had
that
like a big
back off.
swirly effect on it at the same time. Ooh, I could see player assigned ones. That would be fun.
Up from front. Maz runs in front.
You were given this right by the ancients.
It's my birthright. Don't you dare take this from me.
I got rekindle
Back.
in a
As long as you
second.
don't start jumping to solve mechanics.
I'm gonna jump.
Ah.
Fine, I planned for this.
So like look for the one that starts like swooping first.
Swooping. Whichever one's swooping.
So that green one was like AoEs on everybody.
Let's see. What
I'm
starts
gonna
with
stand over here.
Lightning
Okay, get
first.
out at first.
Oh, it's lightning first, which is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
and
you
then
go.
I'm guessing it's gonna be the
Deep fart.
puddles.
Ow.
Y'all greedy bitches. You don't be in front.
Oh,
I'm standing here.
I'm standing my ground.
He's gotta go.
And then the knockback.
Blah, 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 blah.
Huh. This
don't have
isn't
enough
too bad,
instances of this
actually.
shit.
Well,
Took a second to figure out.
So
but-
many.
put all the toxic on.
I have to single target a shields to get a Toxicon. It's not my AoE shield, it's single target.
That's what toxic for.
Could I stutter? Blood boy.
Ooh,
Oh, my
the sound's crackling a little bit. That's
Imagine if
unfortunate.
this gave different attacks to him based on your party composition, because they would build different either.
There we go.
That'd
I
be
think we
funny.
recovered.
That would be really neat.
Okay.
I can stand in this.
Here, I'll be the nothing.
I am
Well,
not-
he needs to not DPS.
We need
as
someone
well.
to be a nut.
Ah!
It's over.
We need someone over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Can a not DPS please report to the
Not DPS at the principal's office. Not DPS at the principal's office. Your mother's here to pick you up.
Dracula is here to pick you up.
We've got the cave.
Okay, so that's like the regular. That's like
This is the cleave.
Wide angle.
Oh, okay.
if it has like a kind of like the other one had like a kind of sparky effect or something around it.
On it.
Yeah.
No, the other one literally just had a. There's a cave.
I think it's
Yeah,
yeah. See, it's got a thing on it. Whee! It's quite a knockback.
Knockback.
This is another,
Okay, so you want to
Oh, it's whether the glow is on the sword or the cape. I see.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a sword icon.
There's sort of where the point that is being
Oh,
jumped
for
to.
now, I bet it won't be.
Well.
I mean, yeah,
That's fair.
it's a very good observation.
He
yeah.
teleported as soon as I put down the fucking.
No.
No damage.
This is the ninja life. In
Oh.
I don't want to be anywhere near these. I think.
Oh.
I'm trying to. Wait.
Oh dear.
Someone take mine.
Oh,
DPS, please take mine. I'll take a healer's.
Somebody that's not a.
I can take this. I can take this. I'll take yours.
Come ruin.
Okay, so you can't.
Uh-oh.
Twice come ruin.
Okay, let me get up. I'll get Jay.
That's
Okay,
fun.
so
I
we
really
don't
like
want
this.
stack
You don't
in
want
the
to
middle.
take too many.
It was,
Take too many.
Oh, we got 4.
Oh, wait a minute.
I knew this was
Well,
gonna happen.
I guess we'll stake this one.
This is a really cool way of changing the arena. I dig this.
There's a fire one now.
Fire.
Fire hot.
But also damage.
I don't have.
The anti-roll thing is really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's cute.
Oh, absolutely.
This is going to be a very interesting
Which one's
savage.
lit? Is fire? I
None
can't
of them
tell.
have gone off yet.
None of them. Okay.
It's fire
Fire.
first, yeah.
I feel
Might
like
be a
I
stack.
feel
I'm
like
guessing
it's
a stack.
pyretic. Oh no, it's a
Pitch.
stack. Okay.
Alright, look at the brain on this guy.
Oh,
I was shooting my laser.
All the way up. All the way up.
oh, all the way up. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I need.
How you doing over there, Ollie?
why did you give this back to me?
I mean, I'll take it if you want.
I mean, it's fine. I just.
No, I need to know who has it, please.
I get it.
I'll go in. I'll go and heal.
I'm getting enough.
We need not a DPS. Okay,
We
we got
got
I think we got it.
knockback coming soon.
This one's knockback.
Cast. This is a
one-
knockback.
Again.
Oh my god, this is insane.
I love this fight, dude.
This is really cool,
Look at this
honestly.
fight.
Oh no.
I wonder if he's gonna have like a second form.
Better.
I really hope they're unapologetic with Castlevania Dracula.
Please. Have him like a cutscene with like the wine glass.
Yes.
Hey, my ether. I was using that.
Oh,
Back.
it's
You can take 2 of these.
Yes, 1 and 2, and you die.
It's me.
take you.
Not a
Oh,
killer.
I get it. I need to. Oh.
I would like to request not a
I-
DPS.
Yeah.
I can't help you there, buddy.
This is.
Back.
Knockback.
That is.
Yeah, it is.
So I have no idea which way is north now. Oh, it is north!
Actually, north. You did it all.
Hell yeah!
Damage, by the way.
Canon north and true
Sure is
north
damage.
have become one.
Sorry.
Iron light coming up. And 1 DC.
Oh look, LB.
Oh, that's a tank buster.
Triple
I
weave.
guess if I have to.
Yeah, you do.
It's a very appropriate, like aesthetically for this fight at least. Bam.
Yeah.
Death
He
works
fucking
for
put a
Dracula.
blanket over me! I never get to enjoy it!
Thematically appropriate. Death works for Dracula in Castlevania.
He's just trying to put you to sleep.
Dissolving the Reaper. What are we fine
I'm
accents?
not allowed to have my ether after that.
Stink.
Well,
Oh, it
just
was
kill
the-
him.
The green one.
Green is spread.
You can't make
I'm not moving.
Wait a minute, why is it so long?
Hell yeah.
Could be worse.
It's fine.
And then the next two is gonna be what's worse.
It would work.
Pretty interesting.
Just face
Final-
plants.
Dead.
Final tier is just okay. It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, what is worse?
Second tier. All right, settle down.
Final tier is it got a lot worse.
Woo!
That was fun. Who's
What's
the
in the
medium?
box? It's a bat!
It's
No,
Ah!
Need
Nosferatu.
it.
I
I
rolled
saw
a
someone with that
39.
earlier.
I got a
28.
69. I need to have it.
Hell yeah.
Who got it? Who got it?
I did.
Oh, 98. What the fuck?
Wait,
Hey,
let
so
me
can we
roll.
run this like 7 more times real quick?
We
I need. Wait, what do I need?
I'm not
I
getting these
need
boots. Damn.
I need that bat.
Let me get the boots. I need those boots.
I need the
Rerun
boots too.
first
My
one.
booties.
Damn.
Sweetie, it's mine.
Alright, I'm gonna need to run 3 and 4 a bunch of times this week, I guess.
I need to rerun the first one for a shirt.
I don't mind going through them all again.
Same.
Yeah, those are fun.
I mean, we have time tonight.
Those
Do you wanna
Library of
do a
Black.
couple more runs?
I don't think he is. We haven't seen him, but like people
Lock
have
this man
like
up.
Baja bread
Oh.
doesn't look exactly like Thancred.
Oh,
Hold on. Dracula?
oh, it could be worse.
It could be worse.
I'm gonna definitely.
we've taken our pictures. So let's go ahead and see how this story plays out. What do they say? Put this tab away. We don't need the battle tab anymore. Now, Themis, we end this here. Fools, I will not be put in chains. Oh, maybe he'll get away to fight again. Gasp. To think that I would fall before one such as you. Perhaps I should have treated you as more than a mere nuisance. You should put your glasses back on. You look cooler with them, honestly. Despite your victory, you shall never have the knowledge you seek. The secrets of my transformation, the secrets of my deception. They shall return to the star with me. Oh, he's gonna kill himself? Okay. You're wasting your breath, Hesperos. We have the upper hand now. Surely you can see that. Yes, yes, my repertoire is not exhausted yet, however. Although I have failed, my end shall be on my terms. Oh, damn. You really going for it, huh? Damn! They showed it and everything! I remain loyal to my very last. Come what may, I die with dignity. Huh! They showed it and everything. Cool. There you go. Poof. We just wanted to ask you some questions, bruh. Well, he's not returning for other bosses, I suppose. How did your ambition lead you so astray, Hesperos? You were better than that. Your star shone more brightly than any other in Pandemonium. You had La Habrea's respect, his trust. What more did you seek? That you would forsake all that and sully your legacy besides. He became so blinded by his own desires that he lost sight of his duty. In the end, he lost everything, and his plans lie in tatters. I fail to see any dignity in that. Maybe the sword was made of wood. It probably wasn't. Even so, I would have liked to know why he chose this path. Where are the other warders? Ask them, unless they're evil. Asphodelos' infatuation with your father was his undoing. Perhaps he was jealous that fate had chosen you and not him to be La Habrea's son. So terrible did his jealousy become that he sought verboten power, power that La Habrea would be unable to ignore. How does a pursuit for respect warp one's heart so? How does infatuation with one person turn into contempt for everyone else? I've never heard of such a thing. It's not as uncommon as you might think. I see. I admit I cannot but find it vexing, but perhaps that signifies not but my own capacity for bitterness. I do understand what it is to have a beacon to follow in dark times, a person you trust to guide you true. How it is to desperately wish their light would fall upon you again. Talking about your mom? Anyway, but we have spent enough time assuming the intentions of the departed. There are the living to consider. We must find the other warders and round up the remaining creations forthwith. Of that, at least, we can be certain. I believe I can be of help in that matter. The influence of Hesperos' magic is fading throughout Asphodelos. Now is the perfect opportunity to seize control of the facilities and restore things to their original state. Seize control? Can you really do that? Yeah. You know, if this guy does go on to become a Litibus, his stuff here and his work here is an excellent case for it. What is this presence? Ecthonios, what lies beyond that threshold? That's the passage which connects Asphodelos to Abyssos. Why? Be on your guard, you two. Now that Asphodelos is free of obstructions, I can more easily sense disturbances in the lower levels. Something stirs in Abyssos. More vampires. Ooh. I see. A warding sigil? How? Well, clearly the key ward there is also doing something. Anyway, let us return to the gates for now. I should like to apprise the situation from there. Needless to say, our investigation is far from over. Very ominous. I will say, so far, I am liking how the story is being paced. It's going pretty well, I think. Just when I thought our work to be done, did this tragedy unfold all throughout Pandaemonium? Although we have defeated Hesperos, it appears we have but scratched the surface of Pandaemonium's troubles. My head is still swimming with questions, but could this mean that Hesperos wasn't actually behind this? It's a stark possibility, yes. The root of this crisis may lie somewhere much deeper than even Abyssos. When we first encountered you, you said the memories of your escape were vague and that your senses were muddled. I believe this was more than the result of a panicked mind. You were made to feel this way by a powerful magical influence. I'm still holding for a mind flare, but also, what if Athena isn't actually dead and she's, like, evil? Ooh. Anyway. It is possible that this same magic could have poisoned Hesperos' heart, twisting his affection for La Habrea into a burning obsession. You know, that actually would track if Athena... Ooh, it's the pieces are coming together. Anyway, then in his altered state he was made an offer of power he could not refuse. Wait, are you suggesting that someone else turned Hesperos into that thing? So it stands to reason that they wouldn't stop at him. Indeed, our mysterious mastermind does not lack for subjects for his experiments. For more potential hemitheoi. More vampires. I see. If what you're saying is true, then my colleagues, they're doomed to share the same fate as Hesperos. Not necessarily. Do not lose heart yet, Erechthonios. Hesperos challenged us alone, and that tells me that the process of his creation was a long and taxing one. If he was the first Hemitheos, then the rest of the warders are likely still alive. However, much as I would like to hasten deeper into Pandaemonium, the way forward is sealed off. We must focus our efforts on finding a way through. The creation still having free reign of Asphodelos, that won't be easy. On the contrary, I yet retain control of these circles, and thus can wield interment magic within their halls at will. The creatures will pose no threat to us. Just like that? Then nothing's stopping us from returning order to Asphodelos. Just so. I shall require your expertise to keep the peace after the subjects have been returned to their confinement, however. You are Asphodelos' sole remaining warder, after all. Truth be told, I did not expect this investigation to become so involved. Of course, I would like to resolve matters here without resorting to outside help, but... Do you mean to send a report to La Habrea? It's too soon to say. Let us first find a way into Abyssos. It would be best to withhold our judgment until we have ascertained the whereabouts of the other warders and the identity of the party responsible for their disappearance. Agreed. Even so, if it means saving a single life within Pandaemonium, then I'm not above asking La Habrea for help, should it come to that. Recent discoveries certainly paint Hesperos' actions in a new light. The number of unknown elements in this investigation grows, and we must proceed forward with the utmost caution. To that end, Erechthonios and I shall remain here for the time being. Much as I enjoy your company, I do not believe we shall be needing protection so long as we remain in Asphodelos. We should take this time to rest. Surely you are weary, and there may be more battles ahead of us. Themis' burden may grow heavier in your absence, but he's shown that he's more than capable to bear it. Still, I would help wheresoever I'm able. All we've achieved so far has been thanks to you two, and I mean to repay the debt I owe. I don't know what use I can be outside of placating the creatures, but I'll find a way. Nonsense, you owe us nothing. It was thanks to your knowledge of the magics which govern this place that we were able to come this far. Elsewise we would have likely succumbed to the Hippocampos' assault. Each of us has arrived at this dire pass by separate paths, but it is only by combining our respective expertise that we will reach the end of it and see Pandaemonium saved. Yeah. Thank you, Themis. Hesperos' words seem to have affected me more than I realized. Together we've come this far, and together we'll reach the end. I have no doubt we will. Even so, let us allow Carolyn her rest. Besides, you have someone awaiting a report on your progress, yes? I dare say your story will be much more than they ever imagined. Oh damn, you're right. I guess I'll go back. I get more memories from the Jolly Rancher? So you don't serve the convocation. I suppose I needn't worry about you going behind our backs to curry favor with La Habrea. My friend would be very curious to hear what has occurred here. However, I fear that if I left Pandaemonium, the wards protecting it would quickly deteriorate. I hope she does not mind assuming some of my duties in the meantime. Your duties, you say? Okay. This is such a neat area. It doesn't seem like it's changing at all. From what I can tell. Did it maybe get a little lighter? I don't think so. Yeah, I know the dude. Every time he mentions his duties, I'm just like, oh baby. So much Elidibus. So my running theory is going to be that Athena isn't dead. She just turned into some kind of monster, and that's why La Habrea took over for her job, and he like imprisoned her because they're still like in love or something. He didn't want to kill her, so he like imprisoned her deeper down. But she's like projecting her love and her obsession for La Habrea out into the other floors, and it's affecting anybody that like vaguely likes him. We'll see. That's gonna be my theory for now, I guess. It makes sense. We'll see. I have very little to go on. But you know what? It's more than I had to go on for Eden. So, let's go. I like this story more than Eden so far. Mechanically, I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But, it's neat. Story-wise, pretty cool. Welcome back, Carolyn. Back from the past, none the worse for wear, I see. So, what did you find? Oh boy, do I have a lot to tell you, my dude. So there is evil afoot in Pandaemonium, an already ominous place, I must say. Mythic beasts and missing warders. Truly we are fortunate to see you return to us in one piece. I mean, clearly everything turned out fine, because this happened in the past and we're all still alive. So, you know. Anyway, it appears the voice Carolyn heard from the crystal spoke the truth. As for who left it behind and why, those are yet questions to be answered. Indeed, it could be someone who lived among the ancients, or it could be someone trying to avert a tragedy from the future. Much remains shrouded in mystery. Yet ilm by ilm we shall unveil that mystery, with the help of Carolyn, of course. By her actions was the fabric of the past reshaped, yet she returns to the same present she left, which can only mean one thing, that her intervention in Pandaemonium's crisis is but one of the countless building blocks of history upon which our present has been built. Yeah, time loops, baby! There is no telling what consequences would arise if we stopped pursuing this matter now. Whatever plot is unraveling within Pandaemonium, we must not let it reach its conclusion. One of those creatures should escape. What ripples would carry forth to the future? They might wreak havoc upon the world of the ancients, and their despair would leave an indelible mark upon history's pages. That despair would only feed the terrible beasts that arose during the final days. The first final days already had a drastic effect upon the eons that followed. If the scars that left were made even deeper, then we risk losing our present entirely. Y'all talking about dream pickles in the chat? Whatever the cost, our connection with the future of Elpis must be preserved. I know I have asked much of you already, but can I count on you to continue your work in Pandaemonium? Hell yeah, let me at him. In 3 months. 3 to 6 months. Your tireless it's 6, I think. Your tireless efforts are much appreciated. If there is aught we can do to ease your burden, you need only say the word. Speaking of which, might you return the crystal into our keeping? While we cannot accompany you to the past, perhaps something can be gained by researching it further. Yeah, here you go. Probably 6. Yeah. It's every second patch, right? So it's like 0, 3, and 5? Maybe? I think? I don't remember. I have a thing open somewhere, but I don't want to look at it. It shines just as splendidly as the day we met, and we shall begin work right away, but I cannot promise any meaningful results for some time. And as matters in Elpis seem to be in a similar state, I must ask that you rest. But before that, allow me to make an introduction. As our research moves into its critical stage, I found it only suitable to recruit another assistant. Hello! Oh, you're the NPC that we trade the things for. Mylany is an expert in armaments from throughout history, be they from the far-flung past or made in the most modern forges. Should you find aught of interest in your adventures, bring it here and she will be glad to offer her services. We know researchers in numerous fields that would love to get their hands on artifacts from bygone eras, and would give you goods in return that should aid you in trials ahead. 024 135 are Alliance. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Furthermore, if you ever wish to peruse the records of events you have reported here, NMGG has been taking faithful and thorough notes. She is at your complete disposal. I sense that we have embarked upon something monumental, something that will dwarf all else I have accomplished in my many years of research. I can think of no greater honor nor reassurance than to have your capable assistance in this endeavor. If there is anything to be found that will contribute to your success, we shall find it. We shall not rest until we have unlocked the mysteries of this crystal, and you will be the first to know when we do. We'll see you in 6 months. We'll actually see you in 2 weeks when the Savage unlock happens. None of these are good. None of these are good. I guess tenacity. Neat. Unsung Relic of Asphodelos. Whew. Okay. So, that is it for the story chunk for now. In 2 weeks we're gonna have Savage, and I'm going to be streaming it with the group that we were doing the normal raids with here. Those are not going to be in my playlist, obviously, but I will have the kills in a separate kill tracker playlist that I have been running for quite a while now. So the next thing that will be in my actual like story mode playlist is going to be 6.1, which is in like, you know, 2 months, 3 months. We'll see. For now though, I'm gonna keep the stream going because I think we're farming some more stuff maybe. But I am gonna go ahead and turn off the actual recording. So, thank you for hanging out. I will see you guys next time. Bye!